Good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I'm your host, Journey Ryan. Guys, it is Friday, but I also have some news. That means we are finally at the end of season 1 of the summer shows. And I have to say, guys, it has been awesome getting to spend the summer with you guys. Usually we take the full summer off, and we didn't do that this year. We changed it up a little bit, brought you guys some tag teams, had a lot of fun with it. We are donating to St. Jude Children's Hospital with every jump. Guys, it's just been absolutely amazing, and we had some amazing people joining us, and we had a lot of fun with it. But that doesn't mean this is the end, and we're never going to read on the radio again or hear on the lives. We are going to be doing that September 27th when we come back with our 2-hour shows. So tune in for that. Now, I got some really cool news that's going to... I was just talking to Tony and Faith just a little bit ago, right backstage. And next summer, we have a game show that we are going to be doing, and it's called So You Think You Can Read. And what we're going to do is we're going to take talented psychics, put them together, just like you see the singing and dancing competitions. They're going to be doing readings, and there will be a 3-judge panel, and we will be listening to them as they give people readings. And as we go from those readings, we'll be basing talent, skill, and understanding, and how they were able to help the person understand what it was Spirit was wanting them to understand. And the grand prize will be a radio show here with us on My Psychic Connection. Also a spot on the website, including $1,000 prize. So, a lot of cool and fun stuff, so get ready for that. And if you guys know any psychics that would love to be a part of that, or if you're new to reading and you want to help hone in your craft, don't worry, guys. Not only are the judges going to be talking to you, we are going to be splitting them all up into groups, and our judge panel will start helping give people some tips and pointers that they may not realize that they're doing, because, you know, we all have our own bad habits, but maybe we were to, hey, you need to look at the screen, don't look down, or, you know, it could be simple, basic stuff. But it'll be really cool, and I hope everybody gets excited about that. There'll be more information about that. So if you or a psychic you know would want to be a part of that, starting in June of next year, June of 2022, let me know. All you got to do is go to mypsychicconnection@gmail.com, say sign up for the games, and send me an email about yourself, and we will get you started, because right now we're going to be looking for those people as we go through the entire fall season to get ready for the summer season, which will be an amazing show, and I cannot wait. It will be absolutely fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, guys, there will be eliminations, and not all eliminations are going to be easy. And you guys know how I can be a little cutthroat, but hey, it never hurts anybody. All right, well, you know I am here with my wonderful friends and little co-star here.
Hey,
little
everybody. Happy Friday.
Yes, Friday the 13th.
Happy summer to us. Olay, olay. Happy summer to us.
And
not that we don't love you guys, and I will be on the site to give you guys readings, but absolutely. I like having breaks from the show.
Well, nobody wants a break more than me. I've been on all the shows since last year. So it's about time for a break. But, guys, we've got some cool things on the horizon for you guys. Now, here's another little bomb being dropped. Drop the mic, guys. What? Gifts of Faith's going to have her own show right after our show.
I am.
Oh, boy. We'll have to find out about times and dates and when that's going to start. And, guys, thanks to Tony being in the background and helping us out a lot. Do so much appreciate Tony for being here. But Tony's going to be helping us with a lot of the studio stuff, and we will be looking for some more help, because Tony is good, but Tony cannot stay up 24/7. Tony does have a life too, so we got to make sure we give Tony a little break as well. But Tony is loving it, doing great so far. Guys, next season, January, September 27th, we've got a new mystery reader. I wonder who it could be. And you guys will have all figured it out. Exactly. It's Shaggy.
Shaggy and Scooby-Doo eating some Scooby Snacks and some submarines.
Hey.
In the mystery mobile.
Any car I drive's a mystery mobile. It's a mystery where the hell I'm going besides Walmart.
You like Walmart. I just went to Walmart today, actually.
Actually, my favorite store is Meijer's. It's similar to a Walmart, except for it's all higher end stuff. There's less people in there because it costs us a little bit more, but I'll pay.
I thought Target was the frou-frou Walmart.
I'd rather pay the 5 cents more per item to have less people. I don't mind.
I told a lady today in the Walmart, I was looking at something and like people were like practically running into me, and I was like, there needs to be traffic lights up in here.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Catherine says, I don't have a life. Welcome to the club, honey. Welcome to We Don't Have a Life Club. It's amazing. That's why we live through everybody else's life. I'm just kidding, honey.
Amen.
Who would love
why do you guys think we help you so much?
So, who would love to see or hear about Catherine being in the background, working and playing with us? I would. Wouldn't you?
I think Catherine needs to come on and make her little wisecracks, like with her voice. Because sometimes, Catherine, you don't realize this, but after the show, me and Journey and Tony, we talk about the crazy, funny stuff you say. And sometimes when I've had a rough day or whatever, and I'm not doing too good with my own stuff, like I've had a rough day, when Journey reads your stuff off the screen, I start laughing and try not to laugh because I know we got to do the show. But I laughed about it after with Journey.
All right. Guys, remember, you guys jump. Every jump is going to be added to our list, and $1 from each one of those jumps is going to help St. Jude Children's Hospital. Right now we're at $56. Let's make it a hell of a lot more. We already got one person who's going to double it once we tell them how much we are putting forth. So this is going to be fun. I can't wait for them. And if they send us a little certificate, I will be more than happy to show that off to everybody. And clearly we've lost faith. Over there playing with her phone. She says, I'm going to bring it. She goes, that's what's making it easier. That's what's making my ears effing ring. Exactly, because it's us. You got to come and visit. Don't worry, girl. We got you. All right, guys. I know we're all here for readings. Remember, if you'd like to get a mediumship, you have to jump the list. Jumping the list will also guarantee your read, and it will go a little bit longer. We're also donating $1 to all those, to $1 from every jump to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. We're going to be picking new charities each month. It's going to be awesome. So far right now on the jump list, we've got Baydre. Baydre, get your question ready. We'll be taking your question here in just a moment. Let's check to see if anybody else jumped, and let's get this party started. I know a lot of you guys are here. We're going to be here for a while. Get your favorite beverage. Get your popcorn. Get your chips. Get your peanuts. Get whatever. I sound like I'm at a baseball game. But, yes, that's you and commercial breaks. I know where that's at. I hope everybody's ready, guys. We've got a lot of cool and fun stuff coming up. And, guys, I want everybody to wish Emma Rose luck. She is auditioning for American Idol. She's already been through the first auditions. We're waiting for the results for the second auditions. Guys, let's wish her luck. Throw that good energy her way. Let's cheer her on. That's what we do here at My Psychic Connection. All right, guys, let's get this party started. I'm going to start off with Baydre. Guys, remember, we are going to be here for a while. We get to the 2-hour mark, and we're still getting jumps. Guess what we're going to be doing? Still talking. So, guys, remember, we're going to try to help those kids. We're going to give them the best check that we can. And remember, we have a giveaway to give at the end of the show. So at the end of the show, you're going to find out somebody here won a prize.
I hope they're still here at the end of the night to hear it.
Are you kidding me? They'll be here for it. Something in the form of $100? What? Did you hear that? I heard that. Did you hear that? Tony, did you hear that?
But they don't know who they are, Journey, so.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So let's find out who won something tonight. And everybody stay tuned because we'll be talking about that.
You know what? Everybody should make a guess who they think won something.
All right. But here's the other thing. I want everybody to like, share, subscribe. Do it now. I've been told a million times, and I've been super sweet about not saying it or calling anybody out on it. But I loved all the I shared. Well, in the background, it says who shared. And when there's a great big fat 0, that means no one's sharing. So, guys, like, share, subscribe. We're trying to build this up. Share it with your friends. Tell some of your psychic friends. We're always looking for new and awesome psychics. All right, guys, let's keep on going. Let's see what's going on here tonight. I need Baydre to go ahead and throw out their question. Baydre, what do you got for us tonight? After Baydre is going to be KT. Baydre, where you at, sweetheart? I need your question. You jumped the list.
Maybe she went to the restroom.
Oh, here she is. She's under her different name. Okay. She says, "Gimme, gimme, a man after midnight." Singing. All right. So, she says, "Hi guys, that's me. I actually was asking about my sister. She struggles with love, and I was hoping if you guys saw anything for her. When, who, any details? Her name is Lee." And she is great. I picked up good vibes with her. Faith, what are you picking up over there?
Okay, so I guess I'm first tonight.
You are. Da-da-da-da! Mic drop.
All right, Mr. Slick. That's okay. I'll be first for the last show of the season. So what I'm getting is that she's been somewhat distracted, even though she's ready to settle down. Let me ask you something, because I keep picking this up off of her. Was she ever married, or was there a fiance and things didn't go the way she wanted it to go? Because I keep seeing something with marriage, or with, like, there was a plan to get married and then something fell through, because I feel like she's holding on to that energy, and that's kind of hindered her a little bit. I'm also feeling like she hasn't really put in the right amount of effort. It's like it's there, but it's just out of her reach, because she's got such a great energy. I feel like it overwhelms people, and then she doesn't express interest in people a lot of the times, and that's part of the problem. She's so focused on other stuff, but I feel like there was a past relationship, either where she was married or there was talk of marriage.
Never. She's never actually had a relationship.
There's something about maybe
she holds on to people she really likes.
Okay, because I keep seeing marriage stuff around her, though I don't know what this is, because I keep seeing a wedding around her, and I don't know if it was just a thought, or maybe she thought she was going to date somebody or something, and something fell through, because I feel like there's something holding her back, and she's doing it to herself. It's not anybody else. It's not that anybody wouldn't like her. She's holding herself back. And I don't know if it's out of fear, but I keep seeing something about a wedding, and I have to keep going back to that. it keeps circling around, even though you're saying she's never been in a relationship. She may have been in one that you didn't know about, or at least thoughts of one that you didn't know about, Baydre, because I keep
Because
seeing this.
there was this guy she really had hope to marry.
Okay, that's what I'm getting then. Because remember, that's what I said a few minutes ago. Either there was something with wanting to get married or a fiance, or there was talk of marriage. So that's what I'm getting. So what I'm seeing is subconsciously, she's still kind of not, she's over that, but it's like there's residual energy from that that's kind of holding her back. Because I feel like she had really high hopes for that, and that discouraged her. So because of that, she's kind
But
of,
no relationship, more like a fantasy.
but it doesn't have to be, you can even ask Journey this. It doesn't have to be really a relationship even. It can just be a thought in your mind or something that you really wanted. And sometimes that can hold you back energetically from, I don't know what the right word is, from letting anything else develop or from pursuing anything else. So I feel like that thought process was in her head, and then she has a lot of fear, like a lot of fear of like what will happen if she does have a relationship. And I think that's from seeing other people's stuff kind of go sour. Now I do see someone for her. It is not right now. I actually feel like it'll be, I want to say, and this is a little bit broad, but she has to kind of open herself up to it. I want to say this is going to be between December and February of December of this year and February of next year. The name I'm getting for the person, I'm seeing the name's going to start with an S. I keep wanting to say Sam. Okay. I feel like there is a reference to education around this person. I feel like they're either in school or they're re-educating themselves, like getting a higher degree. There's some type of law connection, like they might be a lawyer or something of that nature, because I keep seeing law books around them. Um, Kind of darker hair, but light eyes, slender build. There's reference to medical and military stuff around them. So I'm getting a little bit of mixture of things, but I think this person's done a few different things or isn't sure what they want to do. This person feels like a Capricorn to me. Okay. With a Libra rising or a Libra with a Capricorn. So that's what I'm getting right now. And that was the buzzer. So I'm going to turn this over to Journey. What do you got, Journey?
All right. I love it when you do that. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So, your sister. The thing is that when it comes to your sister, you're right. She lives in the fantasy world. She says, thanks, Faith.
You're welcome, Baydre.
Okay, so she does live in the fantasy world, but this is why I say that this is what I'm seeing here when it comes to her fantasies. She sees relationships in a particular way. If it frays from that, she throws it away, or she doesn't want it, but yet she still wants the person to be in her life. I do feel like she gathers people. Here's the other thing, is that, and I know this is strange, and you might not want to ask her, I don't know, she at one point was questioning her own sexuality. And that's what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, Journey, I got that too.
So I saw her question that sexuality, and I don't feel like she needs to feel scared of any of her feelings. If she decides to choose to do that, she can. She's a grown, you're grown. If someone sleeps with somebody or is with somebody, if they're the same sex or transgender or whatever, guess what? If you're not snoring in their face, why the hell do you care? If you don't snore in my face, I don't care who you date. That's up to you. I don't have to deal with that. That's you. If you want to sleep with an asshole, well, I hope you have a good tolerance, because guess what? I don't have to deal with it. But she says, agree. But the thing is that she holds relationships to a particular standard, and she can become very clingy. And that's the other thing I kept seeing is like, when she holds on tight. Boy, she's leaving indentations in that arm. She's latched on. But the thing is that um, the energy that I'm seeing with her when it comes to relationship, I do feel like she'll have one. Relationships are in her future for her. But the thing about that is that if she doesn't, you know, if she doesn't loosen her grip when she first meets somebody, she's going to keep scaring them off. She's never going to have that relationship. She's also going to have to release some of the fantasy too, because not everything can go her way. And I'm going to say this as nice as possible. She's not a Disney princess. She's a person. So,
Journey, really?
what? I mean, I'm being honest.
I'm sorry, I'm in the background here, but I can't help it, really.
But she does. She holds herself to a great standard, and I think that's wonderful. And she wants what she wants, but she's got to remember that everybody who she's going to meet doesn't see or meet her expectation in that way, because that's not how they see relationship. They see things developing slowly, and she, like I said, she just grasps on right away, and it kind of frightens other people. And it's not, it's not a bad thing, because she wants love. She's got the desire. And Faith described her mate, So the thing about it is that she needs to find someone who, honestly, she needs a damn cancer in her life. Like, seriously, she's, that energy that I see with her, and someone who is so attached to the emotional side of things. Cancers do that too. They hold on. They're very good with emotion. So if they're met with a lot of emotion, they'll find a way to absorb it and kind of balance it out, which would give her a sense of direction. Because right now she's coming in like hurricane, and she's like a Cat 5, and she's latching on, and she's kicking ass and taking names and tearing shit up. But she's not meaning to. She just wants love. And she just wants it the way that she's seen it in her mind. And that's why the only real relationship she's ever had is the fantasy one that lives in her head. But if she really wants that, she needs to kind of take it slow. Take it slow. I know it's hard. We get excited. All right, someone's interested in me. All right, this is awesome. And then you're like, I don't like the way you shape your eyebrows. I don't like that little mole on the side of your cheek. I don't like your toenails. You're going to go. People don't like that. They're not going to go with that. So she's going to have to slow it down, because if she doesn't, she's going to run out of, the energy just shows that she's going to run out of men that she brings around her. And she may even have to jump the fence and go to the woman's side, because she's
I'm going to be really honest. I didn't mention it in my reading, but I'm going to say this. I believe that the person that I saw for her is a female. And I almost said to you, is she gay or bi? Because I kept seeing both. And that I got the name Sam, but I feel like it's a female. So, just so you know.
Right. But I did see on the cusp of trying to figure that out, and that's not a bad thing. And I don't see you judging her, so it'll be perfect. So, Bedre, thank you so much for your question. Let your sister know to let it go. Let it go. She says, thanks, Journey. I'll kiss you guys, but I'll see you in September. Guys, remember, you can find us on the website, too. We're going to be here for a while. Guys, stay tuned. Remember, we have a winner at the end of this, and someone's getting $100.
And who knows, our show might be longer than 2 hours if you guys keep doing jumps.
She says, that's a Disney princess. All right. All right, so our next person in line, dun 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 dun, Alakadi. Alaka, get your question out to us. We're ready for you. Guys, This is the last show of the season, but Nikki Taylor's show, Divine Time with Nikki Taylor, will still be airing during the break at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 10:30 Central, and I'm not sure what it is further out, but you know what I mean. All right, Amy Spencer's going to be after Blanca D. So, Amy, get your question ready. You'll be right after Blanca. And then Tammy L. will need to get her question ready because you will be after Amy. So, you guys have jumped the list. Mean you guys have donated $1 to the St. Jude Children's Hospital. We appreciate that. It's an amazing charity, and I'm so glad we were able to help. All right, Blanca's here. Blanca says, took my daughter-in-law walking again, and man, I'm tired. She's the one supposed to be tired. She says, anything to help my granddaughter. I know my mom is definitely with me. I think of everything she did for me, but I'm not going to lie. It makes me so emotional. I'm trying to make my mom proud. I'm open up my feelings and my heart to too young to be Nana. Too young to be Nana. Faith, what are you getting?
What is you wanting to know if your mom's proud of you? Is that her question, Journey, basically?
Yeah, that's
I guess.
the question. Mm-hmm.
So, of course, your mom is proud of you. She says you keep asking her when the baby will come. The baby's coming. It'll be here soon. Sooner than you think. Okay? She says stop trying to... She said did you break down and cry today because you missed your mom? Because I keep seeing crying. She says, you've been crying. She says, don't cry. She's still there. And the baby will be there soon. And you are young, but you're not too young to be, you're not too young to be a nana or an abuela. You know, just hang in there, Blanca,
Yes.
because I really, what'd she say?
Even now?
That she's proud, that she's not
Even
too young?
now.
Yeah, your mom is proud of you even now. So they don't stop caring about us, Blanca, or being proud of us or watching over us. You should know that. She's very proud of you. And you're gonna be a great grandmother. Don't worry. You're gonna spoil that baby rotten. You already spoil your own damn kids. Imagine how spoiled that kid's gonna be. You're gonna do things for it that his parent doesn't. So, you know, and you're gonna be taking care of it a lot. So you're gonna be very close to that baby. Don't worry. And your mom is very, very proud of you.
She says, the bag fell in my closet. You know who that is, Mr. Closet Man.
That's because...
But yes, crying today, a big baby.
You're not a big baby. This is a momentous occasion, getting ready to be a grandmother for the first time, and you're missing your mom. And Robert knocked that over because he says you're buying a bunch of... Well, I'm just going to say what he said.
Because he said it.
He's saying you're buying too much. You're buying a bunch of shit. He says, and you're buying too much. He said, buy some stuff for the kids. He said, he says, she's buying shit she won't even use. That's not my verbiage because I'm bad to buy stuff too.
She says, I was really hoping my husband would be here with me, but no, God had other plans.
Well, that doesn't mean he's not with the baby right now. He's with the baby, telling the baby funny stories about you guys. I'm sure Journey will tell you that too.
All right. She goes, oh my God, I will one day. All right. So, Blanca, your mom's with you, your husband's with you. They're all kind of, the bag that fell in the closet, what was in the bag? Because he's also trying to show you something that's in the bag. So tell me what the item was that fell in the bag. She says, my messages are getting messed up.
I think because they're not coming in the order after like what she's trying to respond, or maybe it's not coming through all the way or something.
I have no idea. We're just clicking them on as they come through, honey. She goes, shoes. Okay. He was identifying to the fact that the shoes, you went walking. The shoes you wore to go walking were not good enough. Why were you wearing the wrong shoes? Said, laugh out loud. He got you good shoes, he said. He got you good shoes. Why are you wearing those shit shoes? Wear your good ones to go walking. You know better. You've got bad feet. Your mom is letting you know that she's around because she wanted to let you know that she is there, and the baby will. Like I said, we're looking at Sunday. That's what I'm seeing. I keep seeing Sunday popping up. That's when the baby will be around. She keeps up the walking. She's going to get up and start cleaning. You need to help her clean, motivate her to keep moving. That's going to help stimulate. So she goes, laugh out loud. That's why I'm tired. Oh my God. Yes, he did. She says, Journey.
And that's what I told you too. I said Sunday, and you were like, Sunday? I wanted to be sooner. That's what you told me.
But that's not how that was going to work, and I knew that wasn't how that was going to work. And, Blanca, you're going to be a happy grandma. I see you there. I feel like you're going to be in the room. It's going to be fine. I feel like everything's going to come together as it should. You're going to see that once she has the baby, right now her emotions are on 490, and she doesn't know what to feel, how to feel, so it can even come out as anger. But she's really scared right now. She knows the baby's coming, but she's fearful. She's scared. So it really bothers her. She says, I'm going to cry again. Oh my God, I can't stop. You are feeling her emotion as well on top of your own. And I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to sound like an asshole. So please bear with me because I'm not trying to be. But you're also feeling some of the guilt of how this relationship started and how you treated her at first. That's why you're feeling extra emotional on top of the emotions that you feel today. So it's like a double whammy. It's like, man, I kind of treated her like crap at first, but now I'm all about it. I'm completely supporting the situation. Things look good. I'm going to be a grandma. I mean, there's so much energy. She says, yes, I do. I hate it. And you will be there for her. She's actually going to lean on you a little bit, so don't be surprised. I know you're going to be excited about it. Allow yourself to be excited about it. It's okay. But the thing is that let go of the things that happen, you guys. It's water under the bridge. All said and done, you guys are going to be there for each other. She's definitely going to need your help, but don't tell her what to do. She goes, yes, I do. I hate it. She goes, I am sorry. I was angry. Well, honey, we all get angry. She says, but not at her. I'm sorry. No, you were angry about the situation because you wanted things to be different. You wanted things to go in a certain way. This kind of falls in line with the other relationship communication we just talked about, how a certain person wants things to be. But you got to remember, other people have their own plans. And God has a funny way of doing things. We may not understand it at the moment, but there's a reason for everything. And we're going to welcome to the world one of the first Corona babies. Because this happened during Corona time. And, I feel as though the house looks feels safe. Everybody's, feeling good. I feel like this is really good. And I really want to say congratulations. You're a grandma. It's going to be fun. I really think that this is going to just surprise you in every way. And your bond between you and your daughter-in-law is going to blossom. It's actually going to get better. But remember, do not, and I'm going to repeat this. Let me repeat this one more time. Do not tell her what to do. Let her do it her way. When she realizes certain things don't work, what do you do to help do that? How do you get the baby to do this? How do you get the baby to do? She's going to start asking these questions because the tricks that she's trying to do aren't working. So what did you do when this situation happened? That's going to make you feel warm. It's going to make you feel whole. And that's exactly what you need right now. Blanca says, Journey, I need to go drive tonight. I think air. Thank you, guys. Honey, you do what you got to do, but don't drive far from home. I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't drive far from home.
Blanca, are you leaving the show? Don't leave. Watch us. We love you.
But guys, remember, we are going to be calling out our winner at the end of the show. Someone here is going to get a prize. All right, Blanca, thank you so much for your question. All right, Amy, get your question ready. We'll be taking your question right after the break. So get your question ready, and we'll be taking that right after these messages. All right, guys, when you put in your donation, don't worry, we do get it. It just shows up in the background, and we've got 3 more jumps ahead right now. Guys, remember, you guys can jump. We're donating $1 for every jump to St. Jude Children's Hospital. That way we can help benefit some children and their families. They do amazing work. All right, so Amy Spencer, you were next on the list, so go ahead and throw us your question, and then I'm going to need Tammy L. to get her question ready, but do not post it just yet because you will be after Amy, and then it will be Unique Smith. So get that question ready, but don't post it just yet. Amy, where you at, sweetheart? There we are. I see ya. All right. Says, don't know if my grandfather would answer, but I would really like to know if he would be upset if I was unable to keep the musical instruments that he gave me.
He's saying he gave you more than one. I'm seeing 3. He's saying if you have to do what you have to do, then so be it. But if you can, he says he'd like for you to keep 1. And he keeps saying something about he doesn't want you crying over it. But he says also that he knows that if you do that, it's for a good reason. But he also feels like afterwards you're gonna second guess yourself. He says, don't do that because it would have been to support the family, and he supports you in doing that if that's what you need to do. He says, but if you can, keep one and you know which one to keep. Other than that, go ahead and do what you have to do, is what he's saying. But he's making me feel like there's more than one. He's saying three, so there must be three, or there's something about three, and he's saying, but he says she'll end up keeping one, and she knows which one to keep. But no, honey, he's not upset if you have to do that. He's saying that you're very musically gifted and that you play music or try to play music sometimes for an emotional release, and you haven't done that in a long time. He keeps showing me you crying, Amy. Have you been crying a lot? He says, don't cry. He keeps telling me to tell you not to cry. He says, you're trying too hard to take on everything, and you can't do that. He says, not to worry, because a lot of the things that you're stressing out about will calm down by mid-October. So he says, just for you to kind of relax a little bit, Amy, even though it's hard, but just kind of let things happen like they're going to happen. In regards to this, there's no sense in stressing out about it, right? Because he's telling me things are going to all kind of come together. It's just right now things don't look too good. But it's all going to come together and it's going to be okay. That's what he's telling me. And he keeps saying things about your house, changing houses or fixing a house. He keeps saying that that's going to be good. Everything's going to be okay.
She says, okay, that sounds like him. Okay. She goes, I lost a huge part of my heart when I lost him. I want to cry, just don't have time.
Well, he's saying you don't have, you know what he's showing me? He says, she doesn't have to cry because I feel better. He said his health wasn't good. He keeps showing me his heart, and he keeps showing me like his legs. He had pain in his legs too. And toward the end, he had a lot of trouble breathing. He says, there's no reason for you to cry. You know what he's showing me? A musical concert. He says, I get to play guitar and anything I want, whenever I want. And there's not pain. He says, it's like I'm a young man again. And he's up there with like 4 different guys, and they all play instruments. And he's showing me people that were in the military. So I don't know if he was ever in the military at some point also, Amy, but he keeps showing me some guys that he knew that was in the military. Even if he wasn't, they were. And they all sit around and hang out. And there's several family members with him too. So just know that. He's not upset with you.
She goes, we are still searching for a house.
Well, he's saying that you're going to find one. And he's showing me a house. It's a light color. It's an older house. I want to say it's got an upstairs and a downstairs. I think it's like a light white or blue color is what I'm being shown. And the roof is kind of pointed. There's a dining room and a living room.
Thought he was in the Navy. We are a musical family for sure. I miss it.
He's saying the music can live on. You just have to do it and practice it. He says that you always think you're out of tune, but he says do it anyway. But I heard the bell, so I'm going to give it over to Journey. What do you got, Journey? He's telling you anything?
I feel, there's a lot going on here, because what I saw with Amy was before she even said that she's still looking for a house, is that I saw the the lifting up and moving on, and separating herself from things that she doesn't want to part with, and some of these things, not just musical instruments, but other objects that belong to other members of the family that she just cannot continue to keep carrying on. And some of these things that I'm seeing, you could pass on to other family members if they so willing want it. But I do understand why you're trying to declutter. And just because you get rid, and this is something that your grandfather was telling me, is that just because you're getting rid of an object doesn't mean you get rid of the memory. You could always buy another. Material things can be replaced, but the memories can't. Always remember the good times. And that's what he keeps telling me. He goes, she's a strong person. And yes, I understand that she hasn't had time to cry, but I also feel like this is putting pressure on her, and she needs a moment to herself. You don't have a moment's rest, and you need to be able to put some time in your day. Okay, I need to sit down. Okay, I need to take a second for myself. Okay, I need to do this. And you just need to keep putting something out there for you. And what I keep seeing here is give yourself 15 minutes. It's something that you truly need. He says it's okay to cry. You keep telling yourself that it's not okay to cry. I don't have time for this. I'm a strong person. Just because you cry doesn't make you a weak person. And I feel like you're kind of beating yourself up more than what you should. And that's not necessary. What you need to do is allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to break free, because this is a very hard thing to do, especially with what you're going through currently. He did say finances would get better for you. The house is going to show up in the right time just for you. So he doesn't want you to have these constant worries that he keeps seeing you have. And he says, some people can take care of themselves, even though they act like they don't. You don't have to be everybody's mom. He says the ex is cleaning out the storage unit, so they're having a hard time lately. Right, and these are some of the things that you're not going to be able to keep. But he says don't lose the memory. Take a picture of it, write a story about it, write a poem about it. That way you've got it in paper form. Say, this is a memory that I'd love to keep. Make a small video for yourself. Put it on an SD card. Put it on a little scan disc. Whatever you got. But do yourself a favor. Don't forget about the memory. And he said once you have the opportunity and the money and everything back, get yourself an instrument. Buy that microphone. Start singing again. He says you've stopped singing. Even though it's something that you love, it's a passion. It's a relaxation for you. You need to get back into the music. That was something that he was saying. But don't allow yourself to feel beat up because you have to let go of something. He says, I am not the object. It was something I handed to you, and he knows that you cherish it. And for you to come on here to even ask that, he knows how much it means to you. He doesn't want you to feel that way. Your grandfather is a very direct man. He's a man of few words, I'm going to tell you that. But when he does say words, they're important. She goes, thanks so much for helping feel connected to him again. He's around you always. He says he's been around. He's been watching you, trying to give you strength. But he's not the only one. You've got other family members there trying to help you. Because to me, you are the matriarch of the family. You're the one keeping everybody together. You're the glue. But sometimes even the glue gives a little, because you've got to let whatever needs to happen. You can't be everybody's savior. You've got to let some people fall on their ass. Let them fall on their ass a little bit. Let it get dirty. Let them realize that, you know what? Not everybody's going to save my ass, because Amy can't do it no more. Amy needs to worry about what's going on in the household and take care of Amy. Like I said, all the good stuff, it's coming your way, Amy. Hang in there. He loves you. Your family loves you. And I hope that helps. All right. Well, thank you, Amy. That was a really good connection. He was really, really, you could see the military in him when the way he spoke.
He doesn't say a lot, though, so when he says it, it's like to the point. That's why he kept telling me, you have 3. And if you want to keep one, but get rid of two. And you're fine if you do. He's very boom, 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 boom.
She sent us some hearts and stars. They're very pretty. I like it. I like it, guys. All right, let's get Tammy L. Tammy, get your question ready. Unique Smith, you will be right after Tammy. So get your question ready, but do not post it yet. And we're going to keep on going down the list, guys. Thank you guys so much tonight for these jumps. We're adding more funds to the charity. This is awesome. I cannot wait to be able to share that with you guys when we provide them with a small donation from My Psychic Connection. Guaranteed they're not expecting that, but it's going to be awesome. All right. So Tammy's here. Tammy says, I'm widowed and suddenly have had two men wanting a future with me and my girls. One is someone I've known for a few years, and the other is from childhood sweetheart. She says, I've tried talking to my best friend, but he never likes any of them. Sounds like me.
Yes, it does.
I've got a lot of spirit activity all the time around us, but it has been extra active. She says, I feel that they know they're trying to tell me something important. Also, I know spirit knows and sees things that I don't. I'm psychic, but I can't get who it is, and they are trying to tell me I'm going to say they're trying to tell her something. So, Faith, what are you picking up over there with this?
Oh, okay, now I can see myself. I don't like to start reading when the question's on the screen. What I'm being shown is that it's several family members, but I'm also being shown that it's your spouse that's passed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm being shown. And you need to know something. Whatever you decide to do, he supports. Okay. Because I feel like he just wants you to be happy. And you're at that point where you can be happy if you let yourself. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the two different people. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
I really feel like you're drawn to both of them. Okay. But the one I feel the most pull from is the childhood sweetheart. Because there's a certain level of comfort with that person. Not that you don't have it with the other one, but you just feel safer. It's like a warmth is what I'm being shown. But you're scared because you're like, well, how do we build on that now that we're older and so much time has passed? Very easily, because there's going to be a comfort and a rapport. But the other person's not going to let go so easy, okay? So what I would say to you is this. I don't think that you think that you're ready for anything. So you've got both of them kind of like, okay, they both like me and I don't know what to do. That's what you tell yourself, but you really know what you want to do, but I don't think you're ready to do it. Now, that being said, I don't see either one of these guys going anywhere. Okay, so just know that. And as of right now you have free will, but as of right now, I feel like you're going to start something up stronger with the childhood sweetheart person. Because I feel like the other person is slightly more secretive. And you're not about the secrets. And you felt that somewhat psychically too. But you're fighting it. And you always give people the benefit of the doubt when it's in your own relationship versus what you would tell somebody if you were trying to give them guidance like a friend. Your best friend gets sick of hearing it, to be honest, because one, he's very picky when it comes to you. And two, he just doesn't like anything for you. He doesn't, because he holds you to a high standard and he thinks that they're both bums. Plus, he wants you to make a decision. You're very indecisive when it comes to this because you compare both of them to your spouse, and neither of them is really like your spouse. But you're doing that because you're not ready on a certain level. But you want to have something, but you want it to go slowly. And I think you know that once you start this, whichever one you choose, because I do feel like it's a free will choice. I feel psychically that the childhood sweetheart would be better for you. But I don't know. You second guess yourself constantly. And I feel like you're going to give that an opportunity, but you're still going to be hesitant because I don't feel that you're ready. But I really feel that no matter what you choose, because you do have free will, it's going to develop very fast and be very intense. And you're going to be scared and you're going to be like questioning yourself why you would let it get that intense. Honey, when you care about somebody, you can't help it. So don't question that of yourself. Just let it happen because it's going to over the next several months if you allow it. On that note, because the buzzer just rang, I'm going to turn it over to Journey and see what Journey's got to tell you.
All right. So, Tammy, when it comes to your psychic ability, I feel as though part of the reason why things are extra active right now is because you've been, to me, I keep seeing you on the go with serious readings recently. You're doing a lot more than normal. And because you're using your gift as much as you are currently, you're causing a bigger stir. Your light is shining brighter. So it's causing more activity for you. So it's not just family that's there, but you're actually getting the attention of others. And I'm not sure if you are a medium, but you should be able to start developing that. I'm not really seeing the mediumship very strong, but I am seeing it. So she said, I've only asked my best friend once. My husband has been very secretive, and we had a separation for about 8 years, and he was an angry man. So I don't see your husband's energy around you. That was the thing. I didn't pick that up, but I did feel that Faith grabbed a message, a small one for you from him. But myself, I'm not picking that up. I'm actually picking up your psychic energy, picking up new spirits. Your antennas are growing. Your light is shining brighter. I agree with Faith when it comes down to the man that you've been, childhood crush. It's very, very strong connection, more so than the other gentleman. There's more to go off of. There's memories that are really strong, things that you can laugh about. You guys know each other pretty damn well. I see you leaning more towards that direction. The best friend just wants to keep you to yourself. So it's just you and your best friend. But, that's what I'm seeing here. She says, I hear, see, and smell things. My mom always said spirits follow me home like a stray. I always have my brother, grandparents, family around in spirit, plus stray spirits. Well, I definitely feel the strays. You're definitely attracting. But the thing is that when you're psychically developing the way you are, you're going to trigger. It's like, it's like turning on a new light bulb. It's extra bright when it's first on. So they're seeing that. They're like, oh, there's the phone. I can connect to my friends and family through that one right there. There it is, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, whatever phone company you are at that point. So the thing is that, so we're going to call this, Tammy L line. And that's what they're trying to do. Right now you can smell and see, but you're going to hear. And messages are going to be delivered, in a different way for you. And you're going to not understand it first, but you're going to continue to keep working with it because it's going to come through differently for you. It's very exciting. She says, my daughter has it too, and are young, so we get a lot, laugh out loud. Well, this is true. This is true. I mean, the more you have in the house, I mean, the more, like, when Faith, Nikki and I are together, and we add all the other psychics that come in, when we do the big group readings like that, the energy is unbelievable. Because we're running off each other. The energy's bouncing back and forth. The spiritual energy is so connected. And right now with you and your daughter, but this is more focused on you more so than your daughter. Your daughter's still in underage development. Like, the energy's not quite as strong as yours. I still see that your energy is stronger, but this is what's bringing the spirits. That's why it's so extra active for you. Just know that everything's going to come together. I see you closer to your other friends, your childhood friends. But as Faith said, neither one of them are going anywhere anytime soon. But I do find you making your final decision, and your final decision will be with the childhood friend. Yeah. Oh, P.S. Just a little P.S. because I know the bell just rang. There's a new one coming into the circle. Just so you know, out of left field, here he comes. So he won't be the only one. There'll be 3, not 2. Get ready for that. It's going to be a fun ride.
Well, you got a lot of choices, but I still see the childhood crush being where you go myself. So
absolutely. All right. Hey, Unique, copy your question. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back, and then we'll take your question. Tammy says, thank you. Just wanted to make sure that it was nothing bad. No, I didn't see anything bad. I do see your ex-husband keeping his distance, so I feel like that's by your choice as well. All right, but Faith did get a message from him, and it sounds like he has found a lot of forgiveness in his life.
Yeah, he basically said, you know, he will support whatever you choose. He just wants you to be happy. And he was very quiet, actually. He just came across and said, you know, he made a lot of mistakes, but he loved you very much, and he just wants you to be happy.
That's good stuff. All right, well, let's take a break. We'll be right back after these messages. Guys, stay tuned. You need to get your question ready, and then I'm going to need Kevin Torres to get their question ready, and we'll be right back after these messages.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, and we're back. Unique, go ahead and throw us that question. Get ready for that. Kevin Torres, get your question ready. You'll be right after Unique. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm terrible with names, I'm telling you. She says, just wanted to know if true love will come to me soon. You're asking the right girl over there. I've had 2 failed marriages and just horrible relationships. Like, I'm looking for a house to buy, true happiness, and generational curse breaking, wealth building, love life, a real to the death do us part relationship, faith. What the hell are you getting over there, girl?
Well, there's a couple of things going on with you, Unique. First of all, let me just say I love your name. I don't know if that's your real name or just your screen name, but I love it. Um, so you haven't been as particular in the past as what you are now. I feel like now you really know what you want, but your energy's all over the place. Let me just say that in general. Your energy's all over the place. So one of the things I'm going to tell you to do is you need to focus your energy. You have 50 trillion goals because I'm seeing a lot of things with business and work. Like that seems like that's your main focus right now, even though you really came on here tonight asking a love question. I feel like because that's your main focus, you haven't been able to really focus on love the right way recently. And I feel like in your previous relationships, you gave too much. There has to always be a balance. And so you either you go from one extreme to the other. Either you give too much or you get distracted and you don't want to deal with it. So what I would tell you is you have to find a happy medium, okay? And I want you to do some homework, okay? And I do give homework sometimes. It's usually to my callers who are regular callers. Blanca can attest to this. I want you to write down all of the characteristics, everything that you want, what you would consider a perfect mate for you. And I want you to hold on to that. I want you to speak it. I want you to read it. I want you to put it in a notebook, in a Bible, whatever that kind of thing that's important to you. But I don't care if it's you want them to have green eyes or be 6 foot tall. Whatever it is, I want you to write it down. Characteristics, physical, mental, emotional, because you really need to fine tune exactly what you want and stop giving everything you have completely when you do have a relationship. Because I'm feeling like at least one of the people that you were with previously was an abuser, whether it's emotional or physical, and took everything you had. And then you thought something was wrong with you, and there was nothing wrong with you. It just was not the right relationship for you. And then you thought the next person would be better, and they were not attentive. Like they didn't pay
I
attention.
actually just did and lit a love candle. Now I can just make copies laugh out loud.
Well, that maybe that's why I was being shown that. But I do see someone coming for you. I'm going to tell you this.
A straight.
What'd she say, Journey?
I'm assuming it was supposed to be a straight talker.
Okay. So what I'm seeing, okay, there is someone coming for you, but I'm going to be really honest. It's not for about 15 to 20 months because I don't think they're ready for you and I don't think you're ready for them. This person's going to be very, very spiritual. I keep seeing church around this person. I don't know what kind of church, but I'm being shown church. I feel like that's where you would meet them. Whatever spiritual type of church you would go to, even if you're not necessarily going physically into a church, it would be at a spiritual place or a spiritual gathering. But I'm seeing.
So Ike Turner was Tina Turner's abusive husband.
So I'm seeing a church, and that this person's very active. I'm trying to see what astrology sign they are. I think this person's a Scorpio with a Capricorn rising, which is weird, but okay. Or they might be a Capricorn with a Scorpio rising. very independent. I do feel like they have a little girl though, that's probably about 7 or 8.
Said I'm a Scorpio.
Okay. So this person I think is a Scorpio too. This person has a little girl that's like 7 or 8. I do think that they've never been married. Things just didn't work with the mother is what I'm being shown. Um, they like to travel. They like to cook. This person's kind of broad in the shoulders, medium to dark complected, and they have a tattoo on the shoulder on the right side. But on that note, and they might wear glasses for reading. On that note, I'm going to pass it over to Journey because
Let's get usher him in faster. Okay, so when it comes to ushering him in faster, I don't believe that's going to be the case. But here's the thing with that: you're talking about breaking away from ties and things that no longer serve you, and I feel like you're shedding right now. You're shedding. I mean, this is not just about love. This is shedding in friendship. This is shedding the things that you no longer want in your life. I mean, you're really putting a lot together here. It's not just in one aspect of your life. Love is great, and having that partner is going to be awesome. But right now is a time for patience and growth for you as you're growing and developing. Now, I'm not going to say, like Faith said, it's going to be a while. But what I can tell you right now is that what is going to happen is there's going to be people in between that gives you the idea of what you want and what you don't want. So this is actually going to help you define your list even more. And in speaking your list into words, I know that you lit candle behind it. My suggestion is if you're going to light a candle, let's light a candle to wipe away the things that no longer serve a purpose and watch the stuff start falling out. Seeing you change your energy to saying, you know what, I don't need this coffee pot anymore. I've got 7. Why do I need 7 coffee pots? I need to get rid of them. Okay, so now we're going to move on to something else. All right, these boxes in the garage. I don't ever use any of this stuff. Give it away. Sell it. Do whatever you're going to do with it. I see you doing a lot of things that are making change. This is change in friendship, meeting people that are on the same mindset as you. Because I can tell you right now, some of the people that you have around you are working your nerves. And that's causing a bit of an issue too. So I don't want you to feel like things are going to fall apart and that love is so far away, because it truly isn't. This is about your growth, your spiritual growth, and things that you're doing. I also feel that you're trying to, I feel like you're coming into like a new age energy. You're trying to, change the energy, attitudes that, bother you now. You're trying to let go of that type of energy. It's really good. This is huge growth. She goes, I do need to do a reversal because I was told someone is doing black magic on me. Okay, when it comes down to it, and I saw exactly what you're talking about when it comes to the black magic thing. Whoever is trying, and I'm going to say trying to do something to you, it is not working. So your light is burning brighter than anything this person who is completely uneducated on can do to you. So you're stronger than that. I see protection. You even have God's protection around you, and you need to remember that. We all come with a form of protection. When we come to this world, we are not alone, and we're always protected. The one thing about it is we forget. We forget that because when we're younger, we're told about the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and all these things. Well, these holidays are awesome, and then we grow up and we realize Santa Claus isn't here anymore. The Easter Bunny was not the real story. We start learning about the truth of things, and that makes us believe that we're alone in the world. You're not. God is on your side, honey, and you building the way that you're building, you're going to find that mate. So when you get to that time frame that Faith was giving you, that's the end-all game, girl. I'm going to say this. You're going to get a house before you get that man, which is good. So go get that house. Don't you worry about that. And the opportunities that are going to circle you are going to be huge. So just know that whoever is throwing anything at you, girl, it's bouncing off you like BBs. It's not working. But what's happening is being told that someone's doing something to us helps us self-sabotage, which is planting the seed. That's how this works. You get the seed planted and then it grows and it makes you start doubting it, makes you start seeing things that, that can't be a coincidence. It did this, da 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 da. I don't believe in coincidences either. But what happens at that point when that seed is planted? We're looking for those things. So we're connecting the dots to ourselves. We're drawing in that energy. So speak your words of the man that you want, because that person is on their way. But also keep looking for your house. Keep watching your money grow. Things are going to turn around for you, girl. This isn't a bad thing. This is a good thing. And even though you may feel like this is a very lonely time, it's not, because you're never alone. You've got us here too at My Psychic Connection. So I hope that helps. Your guardians are on your side, girl. They're on your side. Don't you worry. You're being well protected. All right.
Just hang in there. He's coming.
Absolutely.
He's coming when he's ready and when you're ready for him.
That's exactly right. Well, Unique, that is her real name, by the way, Face. You did mention that earlier. We do appreciate your question, honey. You're safe. You just had a blessing done to you. Anyway, everybody who walks through this room, that comes and watches this show, I light a candle every night to bless everyone that walks through that door, just so they feel that sense of warmth and know that we're not here to, say bad things like what you're being told about the black magic. Honey, you're stronger than whatever anybody can throw at you. Trust and believe that. If you can get back behind yourself and start supporting yourself, your guardians are going to be able to do the same. The only thing about your guardians is they cannot change your mind. So you got to start there. Once you start here, the rest is easy peasy. All right. She said, thank you. You are welcome, sweetie. You come by and let us know how you're doing. We will keep you informed. Trust me, every time you need a blessing, just stop by. You're automatically blessed when you walk through the door. All right. Thank you so much, Unique. All right. I need Kevin Torres. Kevin Torres, get your question ready. And then I need Nancy S. to get her question ready. You'll be right after Kevin. Kevin, go ahead and throw us your question. And guys, remember, we got a lot of fun, cool stuff coming up. Guys, we've got more shows coming your way. We've got more psychics coming your way. The site is growing at a phenomenal rate. We're so excited about that. Guys, check out our chat system. We have a chat system, so if you can't make a call but you need a quick question to your psychic, you can chat with them right on the site, just like you can when it comes to the phone. She goes, absolutely, y'all will be who I will forever refer people to. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Now, guys, this is our last show of this season. We will be back September 27th with our 2-hour shows like this show here. So, guys, we'll be back on the season, and we'll be here until June, and then we'll go to our summer show. We got so much stuff for you guys, and I can't wait for you to meet all the cool new psychics that are coming through. It's going to be absolutely awesome, and I can't wait for you guys to see our new show and meet our judges. All right. We got Brandy here, Brandy Torres. It says, my daughter just ended a long-term relationship. She was going through some depression and currently over 9 hours away. She's living in the moment and not preparing for the future. Hoping spirit, my mom or dad will have some guidance on how to help her, or what can I do to help her see her own self-worth. Faith, what are you picking up?
She just feels devastated right now because she really, this was like, I feel like this was her first real, like, adult relationship, like the deep bond that we get, like the first time that it's like the real serious love when we've never experienced that before. It's not so much that she doesn't feel her own self-worth, it's that she's not used to this intense of a feeling. Okay. I'm being shown by family members that have crossed over Brandy that she needs to remember what it is to be a little girl. She needs to do fun things that trigger happy memories in her. whether that's, I keep seeing dancing like a ballerina, but I think that's symbolic. She needs to remember that and remember how easy and fun things were, because she's really downtrodden over this. This is not going to last, okay? I would say this is going to probably take her about 4 months to really kind of get back to feeling normal, because she thought her and this person were going to be together forever in her mind. That's why this is so hard for her, because I feel like this stopped like all of a sudden. It was really abrupt, even though they had some problems here and there. Was she cheated on?
She goes, this was the only relationship.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I was trying to convey earlier when I said this, is that this was her first serious thing. And I don't know if I conveyed that good enough, but that's what I was saying. That's why this is so hard for her, because she has no basis to know what it is to have this happen to you. And the first time, it's always more intense, because we feel really connected to that first person. And in her mind, she thought that they were going to be together forever. And I feel like there was some cheating or some question of cheating. And I don't think it was necessarily that. I just think the other person was very secretive. And wasn't really ready for the seriousness.
Said yesterday she loved him. She loves him.
Yeah, I know. He wasn't really ready for the seriousness of what they had. Now,
they were toxic together, but both loved each other, but brought out the worst in each other.
And here's what I have to tell you. I don't really. I know she thinks that this is completely over, but I don't really think that this is. Now, Brandy, I don't think that this is the best guy for her. And I do see someone else coming, but it's not until way into next year. But your daughter has a tendency to be drawn to people, or will have a tendency to be drawn to people that need fixed, that have had a lot of family drama and a lot of abuse, because she's a nurturer and she's going to pull that in. So be aware of that and try to help her be careful, because I keep seeing that she will try to rescue people and fix people and show people that they're loved, and then because of their issues, they may tear her down a little bit. Now, I don't know what part of the country or what part of the world you're in, but I keep feeling like she is going to meet somebody else.
She said me either, but I don't think it's what part of the world you're in.
Well, the reason that I say that is because the person she's going to meet isn't from your area. That's why I asked. She will meet somebody. It's not right now. It's going to be when she least expects it. I keep getting references to her meeting someone online that's from Florida. But on that note, I'm going to turn it over to Journey, because I know he's got some things to tell you, and there's some things from Spirit as well. I was getting other messages too, but I knew they were over there talking to Journey, so I'm going to let Journey tell you what he's got for you.
All right. So she says that's the issue she's having. He's an alcoholic, and she was waiting for him to mature. She wanted to fix him because he had a horrible family. Now, that's exactly what Spirit was saying, is that she feels that she needs to babysit him. And she feels that she needs to mother him. She needs to stop acting like his mother. And if she wants to be his lover, then she has to be that. But as you were saying, she needs to move on, because they bring out the worst in each other. But here's the problem. And I'm gonna put this point blank. This relationship is not over. It's not.
Nope.
we're going to go one more round with this relationship. Now, this is going to be another 6 months of them together before she separates from him again. When she separates from him again, it's because she is talking to somebody else. I do feel like she starts to expand and starts to realize. But from what I'm seeing here, the woman talking to me right now, which I would refer to as your mom, yes, your mom, the thing is that she's saying that there's nothing you can do. You have to step back and let her make her decisions. Anything you say against him only makes her want him more. And that is a problem. She says, we recently moved from West Virginia to Alabama. Okay, well, the thing about it is, which is funny about that, is that she seems to be looking in that area when she runs across this gentleman that Faith is talking about who lives in Florida. So he's in the upper panhandle of Florida. It's close to Alabama. It's not quite Alabama, but it's close. But the thing about it is the guy that she's with, he blames everything on everyone else.
Yeah,
Nothing's ever his fault. And that's what I'm being told by the gentleman here. He's saying, don't get your hopes up. He goes, this guy is never going to change. He's going to be single. He's going to have flings, but he's never going to have a true serious relationship. The only true, real serious relationship he's ever going to have in his life is the one that he's got today. And right now they're not even together. But unfortunately, I see them coming back together. Now that's for 6 months, but that will change. Like I said, 6 months of this relationship, she leaves again. But this time she leaves the area. She comes down to you. She comes to see you. That's when you can be Mama Bear. You can protect her there. But while she's there, anything that you're saying, it's going in one ear and out the other. She goes, that sounds like my mama. Well, what she's saying is that you have to be tough, but when it comes to him and she's talking about him, question it. Don't respond to it. Question it. Well, why do you think he does that? Well, why does he believe it's okay to blame everyone else? Why doesn't he take responsibility for the things that he does? Why do you feel the need to take care of him? Question after question. Make her answer the questions. When she answers the questions, what you're doing is making her realize what's actually going on here and what she needs to do in order to change her situation, not his. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest challenge right now. She says, we know that I've told her for years that he is selfish. Do you see any children with them? No.
I don't.
I don't either. I don't see any.
I do see children for her, but not for about 2 years.
But this guy is a victim of himself. He's a victim of circumstance. Any circumstance. It doesn't matter. He could stub his toe, and now his back is broke, and he needs a whole bottle of Jim Beam to take care of it. This guy is always going to be dependent on alcohol. So it doesn't matter what he does. It doesn't matter what she does. It doesn't. See, the thing about her is that he knows that she's going to take care of it. If he screws it up, she'll fix it. She's been the fixer. She's been his mom. She takes care of him in every way, shape, and form. It is terrible. She needs to see, just like you said, you want her to see her self-worth. If you want her to see that, question, why would he do that? Why does he do this? Do you really believe that's yeah, we go through things. Some families are not that great. I've seen it. I've dealt with it. I've done therapy with these people. I've helped them. But the thing is that he's holding on to it because it's a sympathy card. Oh, I had a bad childhood. You're fucking grown. You're fucking grown.
Well, that and he's codependent on the alcohol, so he makes excuses. Yeah.
But, you're grown. You can change everything you went through your childhood. You can change everything that you did yesterday. This guy is weak, and he knows that people will take advantage. He can take advantage of those who have big hearts. And that's the problem with her. Her heart is on her sleeve. It's her very first real relationship, and it's one of the hardest ones to tear apart. But the one thing about him is he's always going to have the sorrow because she's the one that got away. He's never going to have a real relationship. I hope he likes trailer parks because that's where he's going.
That's not nice.
It's where he's going. That's what I saw.
Some trailer parks are nice.
I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just, you know what type of energy I'm talking about here.
Yeah, I do.
That's where he's going. He's going into something that's shady. His whole life is not going to be good, and she's not going to be supporting him. She's going to be living her best life. But
what I would tell you too is, Brandy, I don't know what your faith base is, but the Bible says that God hears a mother's prayers. So, and a mother's prayers are powerful. So you pray for her as her mother. You pray for her eyes to be opened and for her heart to be opened, that she would see. And pray for him too.
She says his mom enables him. She has caused so many issues with them.
Right, but you can pray for your daughter, and you can pray for him too. Pray from a pure place, though, that you want the best for him and the best for your daughter that is not necessarily him. I'll be praying for you and for them. Keep us posted, please.
Absolutely. All right, Brandy, thank you so much. Things will get better. It's just going to take time. Remember, don't criticize him. Question it.
Yeah.
Make her see it for herself.
Because she'll think about it when you do that.
I need Nancy S. to go ahead and bring us her question. And then Blanca D, get your question ready. You'll be right after Nancy. And we're going to take Nancy's question right after the break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
All right, we are back, guys. I need Nancy S. to place her question, please. Nancy S. Where are you at, Nancy? All right. She says I did. Should I repost it? Yes, please. It got lost in the ether over here.
Haven't heard it singing much back there. Journey, is your mom watching?
She is. She's watching right now. She did earlier, but you guys couldn't hear it because.
I heard it one time in the beginning. Hi, Journey's mom. Hi, Journey's grandma.
All
Hi,
right.
Christina, if you're watching. I love you.
She's watching. All right. Nancy says, I need to know when the love of my life is coming into my life and who is he, how old is he, and what does he do for a living? What do you feel you need to tell me? Faith?
Do you want a background? So, Nancy, you want a background check?
Yeah, exactly.
He's not coming this year. And I don't see him until probably June of next year. That's because he's not in your
Yes,
area.
on the background check, by the way.
He's not in your area. He's not physically in your area. That's why you haven't met him yet. How old is he? I'm being told to tell you he's 4 years, either 4 years younger than you or 4 years older than you. There's something about 4. Okay. I feel like he wears glasses, which I don't always see this. I want to say astrologically, sorry, I'm tongue-tied right now for some reason. Astrologically, he comes across as a Taurus with a Sagittarius rising, or a Sagittarius with a Taurus rising, because I usually get both. He's got brown hair, but there's a little bit of gray in there too, is what I'm being shown. And I feel like, what does he do for work? I feel like he might own a restaurant, because I keep seeing a restaurant, and I don't feel like he's a worker at the restaurant. I feel like he might own one. What did she say, Journey?
Where is he?
Not in your area. I'm not being shown that, but he's not in your area right now. Maybe Journey will see that. Usually, sometimes I will see that stuff, but for whatever reason, right now I'm not being shown it. I just know he's not physically in your area right now.
Said okay.
I do feel like he was previously married, or it might just be ending, because I feel like he was married or in that kind of relationship, because I see that he lived with someone and it feels like a marriage commitment, but I feel like this person cheated on him. Okay, so and when you guys start hanging out, I feel like you're just going to be friends initially. He does drink. He's not an alcoholic. I feel like he drinks socially, and you are going to meet him at a restaurant. This feels like a restaurant with a bar somehow to it. And he's real down to earth. I do feel like he likes sports too. Just really, really mellow guy. He loves music. He'll be a lot of fun for you. He's very calming, but he's very friendly and personable, and he's gonna like to hug a lot, which isn't something that I see very often in a reading, but he's very physically affectionate and just an overall really sweet, sweet person. He's kind of on the shorter side, not as short as me, because I'm like a midget or a little person practically. But he's on the shorter side for a guy. I would say maybe 5'10", maybe even 5'9" is what I'm being shown. And I want to say his last name is going to start with a C. But that's pretty much what I'm getting. I also think he'll drive a silver or like one of those I can't say the word. Pure, I can't say the word. Dag on it. I can't. I give up.
Your heart.
Huh?
Are you saying pure of heart or purity?
No, I was talking about his vehicle. It's gonna be like a pure. I can't say pure. Why can't I say it?
I'm not.
I am tongue twisted. Anyway, it's gonna be like a silver color. Okay.
Pewter?
Um, what would you say, Journey?
Pewter?
Yeah, like a pewter color. I couldn't get the word out. I don't know why. Um,
Once you said car, I got it. I was like, there it is.
I was like, why? And I kept trying to say it, but it wouldn't come out. I don't know why. Pewter, 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 pewter. But it's gonna have kind of a shininess to it. And he's a busybody. He's always going, 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 going. But he's gonna adore you. Like I see him being very physically affectionate. I keep seeing you guys at fireworks. So I think that's gonna be significant at some point. You're gonna be at fireworks. And I feel like he drinks some type of German beer when he drinks. He's a social drinker. He's not an alcoholic though. But for whatever reason, I feel that that's significant. So I wanted to tell you that. He does have a child. It's a son. He's older. The son may even have a girlfriend or a family of his own. I see one child around that. But I heard the buzzer. So I'm going to hand it over to Journey. What have you got, Journey? And let's hope you can say your words better than me because for some reason I'm tongue twisted right now and can't say pearl or pewter or I don't know why I couldn't say that.
All right. So, Nancy, what I was picking up here is that he is very work driven. That's where Faith was picking up the busybody energy. I feel like he donates all of his time and a lot of it to his work. And that seems to be the cause of the current relationship that I see him being in, which is causing the disconnect between the two of them. So, because she wants more time, he's trying to come back from a pandemic, and he's trying to build back what was lost. And I don't feel that she's getting that. And so that's causing a rift between the two of them. So currently that person is still in a relationship. But here's the thing for you is that when he does, I'm seeing 2 hours north of where you're at currently. Something's going to take you in that direction, and this is how you guys are going to meet. This is going to take some time before that happens, and I think Faith gave you the time frame on that. Wasn't sure what that was, but
I don't even remember, but I know I did.
but the thing about it is that, what I saw with the relationship is that you have some people around you that are draining you. I see toxic energy from past relationships that look like they're still connected to you. So she said June. The thing is that when you get close to meeting this person, you're going to have to cut the ties. No exes, don't talk to them. Poor friends. This is a time for you to shed your skin. So give yourself that opportunity. I keep seeing depression has been lingering a little bit, sadness, and it's bothering you, and you're trying to surround yourself with people because you figure if I do that, then I can overlook everything, and I feel as though that you're not going to be able to do that. So you need to deal with the problems at hand so you actually can just feel better. I don't get the time frame. I know it's a distance from now, but don't allow that to control you or rule over you, because I feel like that would, and I don't want that to be, well, I don't want to wait for that guy. It's going to take too long. Don't do that to yourself. Allow yourself to shed the things that no longer serve a purpose. Allow yourself to get rid of, the exes in your life and those who drain you and, all the toxicity that's going on. I'm seeing a lot of negativity, and this looks like it's coming from even family and social gathering. Don't be a part of it. You need to be neutral. You need to be Switzerland. I'm going to repeat that one again. Switzerland. You have to kind of just disconnect yourself from everyone who is causing some type of chaos or causing a problem, because you need to focus on you right now, and you need to get yourself back to the way you like yourself to be, because currently this current situation that I'm seeing with you, you are not in the situation you want to be in. I don't feel like you feel like you're where you're at, and I know you're basing a lot of that off of love, But right now we need to reconstruct who you are in order to get to that love, because I do see that love coming for you. It's going to be great. And, you know, even with him being such a busybody and working all the time and putting so much time and effort into it, I do see the clinginess, and I do see that he is open and he's chatty and very talkative, and that has a lot to do with the industry in which he's in, because you have to be that way in order to be the best host. You've got to, you know, know how to use your words, and you got to be very social with people. But I do see that, like, he does have a clingy energy, so and not in a bad way. He likes the touch, like Faith said. It's emotional hand holding, it's hugging, it's being close. Like, he would hold you up like a trophy, like, this is my girlfriend type thing. But he still dedicates a lot of his time to what he's doing. But I don't see that bothering you, because you see that as him being successful, which is different from what his current situation is. She doesn't see that as successful. She sees that as a relationship that he's cheating on her with. Like, you give all them your time, but you don't give it to me. You need to take a look at the situation, and she's not doing that. So it's kind of good that they're separating, because they're toxic for each other anyway. All right, Nancy, thank you so much for your question. I do appreciate you, and that is the bell.
And I do too, Nancy. And I just want to add one small thing is, when I gave you that time frame of June, it's within that time frame. So it's anywhere between now and June of next year. But I feel like June is going to be the significant part for you. You may meet this person before then, but that's when the relationship really starts or is stronger. And this person's really strong. So I have no doubt that this person's going to come. It could be a little bit earlier, though.
Absolutely.
I just want to specify that for her.
Future, how do I drain the toxicity out of my life? You start cutting those out that are causing the problems.
Yeah.
She says, thank you for that. You're welcome, sweetie, anytime. All right, well, let's keep on going. Nancy, promotion will come, but make sure you keep your attitude calm. They're watching for attitudes right now. Be professional as you possibly can. Blanca D, give me that question, girl. What you got for us?
Get it, girl. Get it, girl.
After Blanca is going to be Pug Mama. Pug Mama, get your question ready. You'll be after Blanca. All right. Says, not only did I almost choke on a piece of chicken just now, oh my God, I can't see you yet, hubby. Laugh out loud. I'm a nana, but I never got a ring for my husband. But I got to say, oh my God, I found the perfect ring to put on my finger. I feel it's a bit late, but I love it. In a way, it reminded me of him. If he would have gave it to me, I'd love it. But the thing is that you got to be careful about doing that. And I'm going to pass this to Faith, but I'll give you my words on that, because I'm seeing some things that he's saying right now. Faith?
Blanca, he did give it to you because he helped you find it. Don't take away the admiration or the love for the ring if you like the ring, just because he didn't physically give it to you. You know, don't put so much power into, I don't know how to phrase this. Don't put so much emphasis into if he had physically given it to you that you would have loved it more. You know, try not to concentrate so much on that. And he's like, you know, he's actually here with me. Like, I hear him right now. And he says, woman, are you never happy? You found the damn ring. Just know that I helped lead you to it because I knew you'd like it. Just be happy. Like, try not so much to concentrate on the fact that he didn't physically give that to you. Because you know he came to you in a dream and gave you a ring. So, remember that. He is around you, Blanca. You know, you've got some wonderful things coming up for yourself and for your family. You know, the baby's coming. We want pictures, so make sure you send us the picture. Because Faith loves baby.
Said, laugh out loud. Oh my God, I'm happy.
Be happy. And what he keeps showing me too, and I don't know if he ever gave you one or if this is just the thought that he's telling me to tell you. He's showing me a birth ring, which is a ring that mothers get, and they have each one of their children's birthstones. So, you could get one of those and you could add the grandbaby's birthstone into it too. But he keeps showing me that.
He says, yes, I'll send you pictures.
And I gotta send you a link too for a purse. I've been meaning to send that over to you. But he just says for you not to so much concentrate on the fact that he didn't physically give that to you. The ring is just a symbol, and you have lots of other things that he gave you, like your children. Children are better than a ring. I know you wanted a ring, but it doesn't take away the significance of your relationship.
And, the mother's ring.
Yeah, because that's what I was being shown. Is that you're eventually going to have that with the grandbaby's stone in it too. And he's also showing me earrings. Are you trying to buy some gemstone earrings, Blanca? Because I keep seeing earrings. Or maybe he's just showing me you're going to get some earrings too. And there's some type of gemstone. I think they're peridot. Or they're a lighter green stone. It's not emerald. It could be citrine.
She goes, laugh out loud. Yes, my babies, I love them. Oh my God, I'm buying more jewelry. Laugh out loud.
He says Stephanie's not allowed to steal it either. Because he said you let her go through your plastic jewelry, but she's gonna you're gonna get a pair of earrings that she wants.
It says it's a rainbow-like color.
Okay. But yeah, that's what he's giving me for you. I'm gonna give it over to Journey because I think he's been talking to Journey too. So.
Okay. So the first thing he said right off the bat when it comes to getting that ring, it's, he likes the ring, but here's the thing about where you're placing it. Do not, and he said, do not put it on your wedding finger.
Yeah, don't do that.
He said, do not put it on that finger. And the reason he said that is because you're trying to attract a different person into your life and they see a wedding ring on your finger, you're going to be throwing people off. And he's ready for you to open your life up to the next soul that's supposed to walk into your life, because this is the way it's supposed to be. And not that you guys won't have your opportunity to come back together. So he said, don't choke on the chicken. I tell you to chew all the time and chew with your mouth closed. I don't know why he just said that, but I'm letting you know, so chew with your mouth closed. So he was very particular on this. He says, oh, okay, I get it. Thank you. You're welcome. But the thing is that he wants you to be happy, and he knows that's going to be a little bit of happiness for you. And he said, put it on your right hand and wear it on that ring finger if you want. He says, but know that I'm always with you, with or without jewelry, with or without makeup, with or without glasses. It doesn't matter. I'm always with you. My memories are always with you. What you see in the world today and how I affected those around you. When you look at your son and you see him in, you see me in him, that's because that's the impressions. These are the things that I left behind. And you're going to continue to keep seeing these things affect the next generation. I'm still there. I'm still within you guys. I'm still going to be there. So, I mean, Blanca, I'm not saying you can't wear the ring on the other hand just for shits and giggles, but he's saying to wear it on the other hand. That way, when it's time for you to finally get into the dating world, they're not going, are you married? So they don't want to be, he doesn't want you to confuse them, because this is a part of your next step. It's part of your journey as you're growing on a soul level right now. Not just on a physical plane, but you are growing on the soul level too. So, I mean, it makes a lot of sense as to why he's saying, yes, you can get it, but make sure you place it on the hand that doesn't scare people away. And I know that you're kind of using that as a wall too. And I know that's why he said it. He says, she's going to create a wall. She's going to keep everybody away. What is she doing? Tell her to put it on the other hand. I love her, but she can't do that. I know that right now that makes her a little sad, but tell her, babe, don't do that. I'm here no matter what. She goes, thank you guys. Really, thank you. I do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Well, you are welcome, Blanca. Just know that this is, not a bad thing, that he doesn't want you to use it as a barrier. And he's afraid that's what you were about to do. And I feel the same way. I feel as though that's what he's going to do too. And he kept mentioning it. So that's why Faith's like, he's over there. He's talking to him. He's bitching at Journey right now.
Which I'm glad it wasn't me for a little bit, because he usually gives me the crap. Mm-hmm. He fusses at me.
But the thing about the ring, it brings you a little bit of joy, a little happiness. It brings you back some memories, things that you would have had, and he totally agrees. He would have got you whatever the hell it is that you wanted. As you currently knew that already, he gave you what you wanted in some things, but I know that there are some things that you wish you would have got. But, he wishes he could have provided those things too. And he says, babe, he loves you. And stop calling me Roberta. He said that you went on a tangent earlier and you were a little mad. And stop calling him Roberta when you get mad. So. And
just so you know, Blanca, I wear a ring on my ring finger on my left hand, and I'm not married. So, but Journey's right. That blocks the energy.
But he, like I said, he's going to be there. He says he'll take the applications. Apparently, he's going to make sure.
Well, you know what he also says? None of them are going to be as good as me, but I'll find her one that's almost as good as me. Almost.
Yeah, it's like the originals, what he's saying.
Yeah. They broke the mold.
Exactly. It's shattered on impact.
Yeah.
All right. So next on our list is Pug Mama. Pug Mama, go ahead and throw us your question. After Pug Mama is going to be Kevin Torres. Get your question ready. You'll be right after Pug Mama. Just laughed my ass off. Oh my God, he gave me the best. He is the best. You know that. But there is another soul.
Better than all the rest. You just started singing that song to me. Better than anyone.
All right. So Pug Mama says, you see me finding any of my soul tribe people. Tired of being surrounded by the unwanted. I'm going to call it the unwanted. Unawakened is what she's calling them. The profoundly unawakened. It makes pretty shallow friends, and when simply speaking your truth makes others uncomfortable. So she's wanting to know, when is she going to meet the people that make sense, that are on her level?
A couple things, Pug Mama. First of all, hey, old friend. So what I'm being shown is two different things, Pug Mama. One is you're looking in the wrong places, and that's a lot of your problem, is that you're not looking. Like, I feel like you try to be friends with anybody that you're around, and they're not on the same spiritual level as you.
She just said howdy.
Howdy back, girl. So they're not on the same spiritual level as you. So when you're trying to relay things or talk about certain things, it doesn't register with them. And so sometimes it makes you feel distant, or like they're trying to cause strife or there's like a little bit of discord or chaos. And this happens every time I feel like you try to be friends with people. You think they're going to be cool, and then they kind of act weird and aloof and distant, and then they get attitudes or try to say that you did something, or they just back totally off. And you're like, hey, wait a second. I was just trying to tell you what I felt about a situation, or whatever the case may be. But I also feel like, Pug Mama, and this is not intentional on your part, but I feel like it's not about you speaking your truth. You shout it to the rooftops, right? Instead of holding it in. That's your person. There's nothing wrong with that. But with some people that aren't on our same levels, it doesn't matter who it is. If they're not on the same level that we're on, then you have to be very careful with your delivery of what you tell people sometimes, because you may not have meant it harshly. You might have meant it directly, but they might have totally mistook it, because why? They're not on the same level of communication you are. So before you tell somebody something, you can be as direct as you want to be. I'm all for that. You guys know how I am. But think about the level that that person is on, and then try to talk to them on their spiritual level.
She said, lonely are the star seeds.
This is true. This is true. What I would say to you is, Pug Mama, I really feel like if you want to meet who you're supposed to meet to feel a connection, I know you try to reach out to people that live in your area sometimes.
God, I feel like I'm always tippy-toeing around the sleepers as it is.
I know, but that's what I'm being shown to tell you, what I'm being told to tell you. If you want to find somebody that's more on your level, friend-wise, my suggestion psychically to you would be, I'm being shown to tell you to look online. And if you want to find local people that have your same interests, try to find groups like Matchup and things like that, or Meetup. I think it's called Meetup. That matches people's interests together and things of that nature. Because I really feel like a lot of the people that you try to reach out to and hang around sometimes aren't in your interest group, and that those two things that I just discussed with you in the reading are the two things that are going on with you. Now, I do see things getting better for you, but I feel like you will find a group of people online. They're local, but you will find them online. You're just going to have to do a little bit of digging. I also feel you'll be
I have a wicked friends online, but a great distance.
Right, but what I'm telling you, Pug Mama, is that there are groups, I believe, because I used to be in one.
She says it's the only thing that saves my sanity.
But there are groups that there's a website, and I think it's called Meetup. It's either Meetup or Matchup, and it's local, it's national. They have listings for different groups in each city and each state, and you might be able to find a group that meets your interests that way. Because I'm being shown that you would find a group online that was local with some of your interests. Because I'm seeing you going to these meetings or these little gatherings and really connecting with people on the level that you're wanting to. But it is not right now, because I feel like you need to find it. And the website is either called matchup.com or meetup.com. I was on it 4 years ago, and it's a national thing. And they have different groups that meet for different interests. I would look into that if I were you, Pug Mama. And just remember what I said. I'm not telling you not to be blunt, but be direct. But think about the level that those people that you're communicating with are on, because they're not necessarily on your level, and they might mistake how you are connecting to them in that way. But on that note, I'm going to turn it over to Journey.
All right. So, Pug Mama, when it comes down to it as well, there are some groups like, let's say, on Facebook and things of that nature that are local that you could get involved with. Just start kind of researching, like the type in like what it is that you're looking for, and it'll pop up some local groups within your area. That way you could start communicating and seeing if these are the type of people that you're wanting to be around. I do feel that you are going to find some diamonds in the rough. Now, they are trying to get to the level in which you are seeking, so they are interested in finding more information. They're interested in doing things that they want to open up and they want to shine, but they're not quite at your level. But you can actually help them by bringing them there and giving them a little bit of insight, which is kind of cool on that level. So I do feel like, yes, you will have the chance to meet some people that are like-minded, and they'll be doing some cool stuff, and you'll be wanting to join them. And I see one particular person that loves coffee. The only thing is that they also like to smoke. So you're going to have to stand outside or sit outside, find a place outside. They smoke cigarettes like a chimney is what I'm seeing. They're just puffing away. So get ready to sit on the patio and talk and drink coffee and have a good time. Lots of good energy there. Spirit also talking about getting close to nature, getting your roots back in nature. I know that you're trying to do so. So I feel as though this is going to be something that I see you doing, and getting back out to nature. Now, when that happens, this is also when Mr. Right comes through, Mr. Man. You know how we've talked about that. So the thing is she says, I smoke. Well, yeah, but this person smokes more than you do. And you're going to be like, holy shit, they're lighting cigarettes with a cigarette. So, but it's because the intensity of the communication between the two of you is so strong that they're so excited, and that kind of, helps them. And you'll notice you'll smoke a little bit more around them as well. But the thing is that you're going to get yourself back out into nature, and that's the one thing you need to do, especially with the fall weather coming up. It's going to be perfect. But I'm also seeing some really good energy and reconnecting, and you know how you felt like you were kind of stunted in your growth there for a little while. Once you get back on track with walking and getting things back into nature, I feel like you're going to walk away from being stunted, and the growth will start to happen again, which is also going to be awesome, because you'll be talking to like-minded people, hanging out with somebody new. I mean, it's really good energy. Now, this woman that I see around you is awesome. She's pretty informative. She talks a lot. I really feel like you're going to enjoy this energy. It's going to be like a new best friend. It's going to be awesome. She goes, is Mr. Man spiritually awake to please God? Yes, he is. I feel as though that he's more on the shaman side of things. I really feel like he takes the Native American approach to things. So that'll be interesting to hear his views and folklores and all that stuff. So that'll be really cool and interesting conversation. This will be somebody that you pass when you start going on these walks. So it is still showing a fall time. So I would definitely go ahead and put yourself in that way, and get yourself back out there. Because let's say if you don't do this, we're only putting more time on it. So if you miss your mark, we're going to have to wait again. And I don't know if the time is going to change from November to something else when you start doing it again. But I'm going to tell you, let's get back out. It's time to break that shell. It's time. She goes, would love it. All right. But Pug Mama, thank you so much for your question. We do appreciate it. I need Kevin Torres to go ahead and throw their question at us. She says fall weather is perfect because neither I or my dogs tolerate the heat. I hear you. I'm thinking about going further north. I'm going to go live on the North Pole.
Not me, man. I don't like the cold. I love the summertime. and fall time.
Kevin Torres, go ahead and throw us your question. After Kevin's going to be Laura Smith. Laura, get your question ready. You'll be right after Kevin. Kevin, are you still with us? She says, laugh out loud, Eskimo journey, laugh out loud. Hey, I love the cold. I love
You're
winter.
crazy. You're
It's one
crazy.
of my favorite holidays.
You need help.
All the holidays are in that time period.
Listen, I love Christmas. I love Christmas. But I don't like the cold.
I do.
You're crazy.
No.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
All right, Kevin, I'll come back to you if you're still here. I need Laura Smith to go ahead and throw their question. And then Hannah Thompson, get your question, or Hannah Thomas, get your question ready. You'll be after Laura. Oh, KT. Okay. KT, hold on to your question. We'll get to you next. I actually called Laura's name already, and she posted. So let me go ahead and take Laura, KT, and then I'll take you. And then Hannah will get you right after KT. All right. Laura says, I would like to get a general read, whatever you feel coming through. Honey, can you put that in a direction? Because we only have a limited time to really get to the bottom.
Yeah, that's...
So if you could, do you want to go with the money situation, romance? What direction are you looking to go in? Help us out here. Because general reads can go in different directions. We want to give you what you're looking for.
I will say this. What does she want?
Want to know about relationship.
I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't really see a lot of relationship stuff for you right now. I feel like that's your focus, and that's your, like, you want to know, but I don't feel like there's any energy toward it. Like, there's someone from the past that keeps coming in, and I don't know if that's physically or mentally, like, where you're just thinking of them, and then you hear about them, and then they pop in and out. It's like, they come forward, and then they go back, and then they come forward, and then they go back. But there's no consistency there. And I feel like on a certain level, even though you won't admit it, you're hoping for there to be. There's not going to be. And if you keep allowing this person to come back and forth, it's going to keep you from having someone else. You keep holding out that this person's going to straighten up or come back. This person is not stable. You're never going to have, yes, you have a great connection with them. Yes, they're a good person. But you can have a great connection with somebody and they can be a good person, but not be right for you. And even though this person's great, you're not going to ever have what you're wanting from them. I don't feel that they're capable. And I don't feel like you're holding out for this person to step up. And I just don't see it, to be honest with you. Now, before Journey read your question, I was picking up work or business stuff for you. I do see work changing for you within the next 3 months. A lot more responsibility. You may even be moving within wherever you work, like changing things up a little bit where you work at. But I don't see any real big changes for you romantically, because I keep seeing this person popping in and out, and I feel like that is what's hindering you from having someone consistent, because you keep hoping and praying that this person will snap and be what you need them to be. They're not capable of it. They want to be that for you, but they're not even capable of being that for themselves, let alone for you. But that's primarily what I'm getting for you. To be honest, and I don't see you meeting anybody really serious immediately. There will be somebody in October that you meet that could be significant for you, but I don't even know that you'll be ready in October. But that's primarily what I'm getting for you. So I wish I were getting more, but I'm going to turn it over to Journey because maybe he's getting something that I'm not seeing. Journey, what do you got?
All right. So when it came to the relationship side of things, I was picking up with Faith is that the past trying to meet the present, and when that happens, you need to be strong enough to say no to that. Um, is there a current relationship around you? Somebody around you now that's not? I don't feel like the energy's good, but it seems to be like this relationship that's hanging around, and it technically can be a past relationship, but that's not the past person I see coming forward. I keep seeing that, when it comes to relationship, I do feel that you'll find relationship, but like Faith says, I'm seeing that you are focused on many different levels of stuff, and an entrepreneur um, trying to build something for yourself so you can
Yeah.
work for yourself is what I'm getting. That's coming on the horizon. So she says, he breaks up with me every other week. That's what I was seeing.
Okay, then that's what I was seeing too. Thank you for saying that.
He tells me he wants to marry me, then dumps me and makes no sense. That's because he's not ready for the seriousness of the relationship. And he's got problems with dealing with his emotion. And when he does not feel that he's getting his way, or he feels like things are too close or too serious, that's when he dumps you. He needs a couple days, and then all of a sudden everything's fine. He tries to act as though nothing had ever happened, not taking any responsibility for his actions or how this can make you feel. This is a relationship that I feel that will continue to keep coming this way, unfortunately. I don't really feel like he's going to be the one that's going to be your end-all game. The thing is that, I do feel somebody else will come into the picture, but that's going to take a while. And I feel like that's why Faith really wasn't getting a lot of romance stuff. So the thing about that is that you're going to go through a couple different things. I do still feel that you guys are still going to do the on and off again because I'm still seeing it. It's still showing that to be consistent. And eventually you're going to get tired of it. So just know that that's something that, how long do you want to deal with that? Because, as much as I want to say, oh, he's going to change and everything's going to be good, honestly, I don't see that. I don't see this is going to change. It's going to be the same thing. Okay, you already said that one. But the thing is that love does come for you, but it comes after you make some serious changes. As you decide to walk away from this relationship, I see you and a girlfriend talking, and it's business talk. I feel like you're going to open something. You're going to do something. I don't know if it's online or if it's an actual shop, but you're going to put something together to work for yourself. And that seems to be closer than anything. I feel like those ideas actually come into play as we get closer to, I would say, November, December. That time frame really gets you motivated because you feel like you're going to walk away from this relationship. Even being informed with this right now, you feel like, I don't think I want to keep doing this, but unfortunately, you do have love for him. And that's the problem right now, is that you do feel for him, you do love him, but at the same time, how many times are you going to put this and destroy your happiness? Because you get happy, you feel like we're going to make things work, and then again, like you said, he dumps you, and then he comes back, and then how many times are we going to do that? Because it happens a lot. And I want to say that it's going to change, but it's not.
No.
But if you allow yourself to take a step back and not allow yourself to go through this ups and downs with this person, I know as much as it hurts right now, it's better to rip the Band-Aid off now than it is to continue to do it hair by hair for the next 4 or 5 years and feel like you've done nothing but waste your time. Because right now, that's kind of how you're feeling. It's like, am I wasting my time? Is this person right for me? Unfortunately, it's not you the problem is. The problem lies within him in dealing with emotion. Now, will this pass for him eventually? Much further down the road. I'm talking years. But you won't be the person that's going to be you're not going to be there when it happens because your life is going to be totally different. You're going to have everything that you've been working hard for come together for you. So I want you to know that all of this is going to come together for you. But in order for it to do that, you need to walk away from this toxic relationship. And that's what I was feeling. I felt like not really a past because he's there, but then he's not there, and then I was like, I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, because when I kept seeing it, Journey, I kept seeing him blink in and out.
Yeah.
Like a blinker. And I don't usually get that much. So I was like, that's why I kept feeling like he was blinking in and then blinking out.
Yeah, so he's got a lot going on in his head. So he's his own self-saboteur. So just be careful of that. And just know that at some point you're going to have to put your foot down because he will never be the one to put his foot down. He will always continue to do this erratic behavior for years to come. I'm talking like 5, 6, 10. Like, he's still going to play this game, and you're not going to get the marriage that you're looking for, and you're not going to get the happiness that you're looking for. And also, and I'm going to say this, if you continue with him in this way, what's going to happen is he's going to keep you from making dreams come true. Like having this entrepreneurship and doing things for yourself, working for yourself. He's going to take you and keep you from that. So just know that. I wish I could say something different on that one. And then there's a past guy trying to come back from a long time ago. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. His life's in chaos. And
yeah, that guy's a druggie. Don't even let that guy back.
For someone to support him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your question. We appreciate you. Thanks, Laura. I hope that helps.
I'm sorry, Laura. I wish it could be more what you wanted to hear.
Perfect read. It makes 100% sense.
He does care about you, but sometimes that's just not enough to be ready. He's just not ready.
All right. All right. Well, let's keep on going, guys. I need KT to throw her question. Then Hannah, Thomas, get your question ready. But KT, throw us your question. She says, yes, she's typing now. Okay. All right, guys. I know this is a longer show than we normally do, but it is Friday, so we like to indulge a little bit and have a little bit of fun and talk to you guys a little extra. But remember, guys, our season 2 is coming, and it will be our 2-hour shows back like season 1. And everybody's going to have their certain night, so it isn't going to be a tag team. But I definitely will be here because I'm the hostess with the mostest. All right. KT says, I'd like some more guidance on my love life. I thought my ex and I were done, and now I'm confused. Laugh out loud. What do you got going on over there other than making all that noise?
That's because check your messages, Journey.
I got that.
Okay. This is not done, but I feel like you're angry because he really has confused you now. He's gonna be stepping up, Katie. So you're gonna have to really decide what you want. Because I see him stepping up, and you're going to be annoyed because you're going to not be sure if that's what you want now. Because you were all kind of like, okay, well, we're not doing that. But he's going to be stepping up, and you're going to have some choices to make because I feel like he's really going to be into it, and you're going to be uncertain now. So I really feel like you're going to stick this out and see where this goes. But it's like, even as he's doing all this and stepping up, it's almost going to be like you're begrudging him because he didn't do it sooner. Well, he's gonna kind of be like, well, why aren't you just glad that I'm doing it? And you're not gonna be glad that he's doing it because you're not sure that you want him to do it now, but you're gonna follow this through. Just know he's gonna be like more intense about it, and I almost feel like you're annoyed by it and don't want to be bothered by it because you feel like it's too late. And you may walk away from him because you don't want him to be doing it now because you almost feel like it's too late. So that's really what I see repeating, at least from between now and December. And he may even want a further commitment from you around Christmas time. So just know that. I also feel like there's something with him giving you money or helping you purchase a vehicle or something about a vehicle. I don't know if this is repairs or what this is, but I keep being shown that. So just know that that's coming up too. And he's going to be, I mean, I just see him stepping up all around, and you don't trust it. It's not secure enough. So just know that, because I just see more and more of that, and it's going to confuse you worse. I just see you being annoyed by it because you're going to feel like it's a little too late type of thing. And it's going to be really intense, and your feelings aren't exactly going to be there. I almost see you, what I see is you stepping back from it because you're weirded out because he's gotten so intense now. So just be aware of that. That's the main thing that I see. But I'm going to turn it over to Journey now and see what else he has to say. Because I know he does.
So what I was getting with it is that, yeah, he's turning on the charm. He's trying to bring you back in, because now sitting there with his thoughts, realizing that you are, you know, he can't find anybody else like you. He's not finding anybody that's paying attention to him in the way that you were. You gave him energy that nobody else gave him. And now he's like, I want that back. And because of that, and because he knows that you have feelings for him, it's like he's using that to his advantage. And because he's using that to his advantage, that is what's triggering you. That is what's making you upset. That is what is changing what was. And the thing about it is that if he continues to keep doing that, you're going to start regaining feelings that you've blocked off. And it's scary. I mean, and with your ex, I mean, it's really up to you. I cannot make the decision for you. But I can tell you that the relationship is being based off the simple fact that he wants you to, you know, be there for him, because nobody else is going to play his games. Nobody else is going to give him the attention that he seeks. Nobody else is going to do for him in the way that you did. So is it really love, or is it that he's lonely? And the answer for me is that he's lonely. I'm not saying he doesn't care, but a lot of this energy that's coming through is lonely energy. This is, I'm going to be alone. And that's unfair. That's not right for you. Here you are trying to build a wall to try to, you know, block him out. You've crossed the bridge already. Now you tore the bridge down. But that son of a bitch found a boat and came back over and was like, hey, here I am. And you're like, oh, hell no. What am I doing here? What is this? Why are you here? Really, that's the question. Why are you here? When you can be honest with me as to the reason as why you're actually here, and don't say, oh, because I love you, because that's cute, because anybody can say that. A 5-year-old can say that. Actually, 5-year-olds do say that. When they're in trouble, I love you. That's cute.
5-year-olds mean it, though.
Get in the corner. You're not supposed to do what you were doing. You can't just say I love you and think that's going to patch everything up. You have real feelings. You are a person. So don't, I really want you to think about this and even possibly question him as to his actions. Are you coming back because you love me? Are you coming back because no one's giving you attention? Or, what is it that you need to prove to me that what you're feeling and what you're saying to me is real? Because right now, from what I'm seeing, I'm not saying that he doesn't have feelings because I see him, but I really get a lot of lonely energy, and I'm missing you, yes, but it really based off of loneliness. It's based off of loneliness, and I don't want to go, yeah, everything's fine, he loves you, blah, 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 because that's not what I'm seeing. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I don't take away that he has feelings. She says, when do you see me moving on? See, that's the issue. Because I see him still lingering around because he has got past that wall that you built. He tore it down. And that's why you feel confused. You're like, I built all this to get away from you, and now here you are again. So in order to move away, you're away from him. To me, I still see him around for at least a month. Maybe even longer if you don't push him away. But a lot of that moving on has a lot to do with you and the decision that you choose to make. Because I see you on two paths, one's without him and one playing games with him and not knowing the truth behind the situation, which is he feels lonely. And if you go down the path where you keep him in your life, you really need to have a heart-to-heart, like a serious talk. You need to find out where his actions are, where he lies. Make sure that all the issues that separated you in the first place are solved. Say, I will not go any further until you tell me why you're here. I need to know. I'm a person. I have emotions. You shit on me. I am not a toilet. I am a person, and I have feelings. She says, will it be easier if I move away? I mean, no, it won't be easier. I mean, the distance would keep you away, but the contact would still happen, and trying to keep
He would try to come there. He would try to come.
The thing is that what's happening there is that you're going to separate yourself from those people things that you know. And I kind of feel like you do want to move away at some point, but now's not that time. She says his family and his drinking were the biggest issues. Those will always be issues. Then there's your answer. You can walk away on a peaceful note. But if I were you, I wouldn't put myself through the pain that this would put you in. Something to really see, like I said, I still see him around for at least another month. If you choose to go the other path, I seen him around for a month, and then it was over. And then you could move on. Because if you go in that direction, you will find somebody else that will cherish you. It'll be like a love you've never had. And I see happiness. That's the reason why I feel as though you need to walk in the other direction. Because the other looks like fire and brimstone, and the other one looks like light, happiness, peaceful, love. So, what path do you choose? Do you have flame retardant clothes? Because you're going to need them if you go that way. It's not worth your time. It's only more pain, more aggravation, more stress, things you don't need in your life right now. You've got enough things of your own. The last thing you need is to drag somebody else's crap with you and then not get what you want. That's the biggest thing. KT, I see you making the right choice for yourself. It just takes a month to do it. I hope that helps. I really wish this was going to be a different conversation, but his mindset is just not in the right space. So this is where you need to just be strong for you and not strong for everybody else. This is about you right now. She says, thank you guys. You are welcome, honey. You are welcome. Oh, look at Little P.
Okay, so guys, we have a guest tonight. Usually at this time of night our show is over, so I love all my dogs. This is my little one. I have two dogs. I have a Shih Tzu named Lily Rose, and I have Perlita. She is a Party Terrier, and she wanted to be up in Mommy's lap. So Journey told me that I could have her in my lap,
Say you
but
can
she's
her
chosen to be in my chest instead of my lap.
She loves it. She's getting her lovins. That's all that matters. All right, Hannah T, come on down. Throw us your question.
Say hi to everyone. No, sit down. Thank you.
Guys, we have a winner tonight for our show, and I want to say thank you to Blanca D. She is the winner tonight, and she's also donating over $100 to St. Jude on top of what we've already got tonight. I have to do the math. There's more that was added. So I want to say thank you, Blanca, for that. But also, Blanca, you've got $100 that is being put in your account on the website. So congratulations. You've got some psychic money to talk to whoever you want to. So you better
we
pick up.
expect some calls.
All right, so Hannah's here. Let's go ahead and take her question. Hannah says, me and my husband are looking into moving and don't know if we are making the right decision. Could you give us some insight? Faith, what do you got?
You are, and I do feel that you will move. You are going to find the perfect place. Like, I feel this place is kind of historical. It has like a, I don't know, you're just going to feel drawn to it. You're going to know instantaneously. I feel like you're going to look at 3 different places at that time. You're kind of hesitant only because of some things that are going on and trying to balance everything, but I do see you moving, and I think that it will actually be a very good thing for you energetically. And I really feel like you're going to find the perfect place. You're going to do some remodeling to it, but you're really going to love it. And it's, for the first time, I feel like it's going to feel like nowhere else ever has before. So I do feel like you're going to make a good decision. I'm seeing that the letter L will be what the street starts with, and I'm actually seeing a number, and I think it might be part of the address. I'm seeing the number 35. So just know that. I feel like the street is southwest in direction, or the home is southwest in direction from you when you go out the door. So just be aware of that. But I do ultimately think that it will be a good move. And I'm sorry. She's looking for but I do feel like it will be a good move, and you overall will like it. I'm feeling like you're going to make really good friends with the neighbors, which isn't something that you always do. But I do feel like you will do that, and you're going to feel like you're home for the first time. You're just hesitant because it's new and because you're wanting to find the perfect place and you've had problems. But I see that you will. And it's going to be sooner than what you think. I do feel like you're making the right decision, psychically. So, but that's pretty much what I'm getting for you. I'm going to pass you over to Journey. Journey, tell us some extra details about their new home. Because I know you're seeing them because I'm shown that.
So, I do feel like that you guys are making the right decision. I do feel it comes with time, though. I know that you're looking currently, but it is going to take a little bit more time when it comes to that. So I want you to be aware that there are other opportunities. I'm also seeing what looks like a program, something that's going to help you, something you didn't know was out there, and it's going to be brought to your attention through a banker or something to that nature. That's actually going to help you guys with a few things that you didn't know that you could get. So that's awesome that I see the helping hand there. Now, when it comes to moving, I'm seeing you looking at different directions, though. I see you looking within the local area, but then I see you looking at a distance. And to go the distance, I do feel like a lot would change. I want to say that it's an easy transition to move further out, but it's more stressful and it's scary. And so there's the anxiety that's coming with it. So that's something to think about. Can you guys handle that type of pressure? Because you guys are going to be solely dependent on each other because there won't be anybody that you know around you. So the thing is that we want you to know that either way, your decision is good. I do feel like things are going to come together for you. Moving further away doesn't solve the problem. So I'm going to say that right now. Don't run from the problem. And I feel like you guys think that this is going to give you a bright, fresh new start. What you need to do is realize that, you guys can solve your problems and cut some people out of your life that no longer are necessary. And I do feel like you can get that. I also see new employment as well for you. It's going to change. Employment keeps changing around you. And I feel like, entrepreneurship, things are growing for you. Good business skills. It's really good. She goes, I just bought my childhood home and I love it here, but we have outgrown it. Right. So the childhood home is outgrown, but I still feel that you're going to feel safer within the area that home is in versus going far away and it not being, not feeling right. And, having friends and, knowing the area makes it a whole lot easier too, because where you were going, I just felt like sheltered, and you guys don't really like that. And coronavirus won't help it for, social gatherings right now or going out and doing things. It'll kind of stop you in your tracks at the current moment. So you guys would really have to put a lot of pressure on the relationship. Not that the relationship's bad. I'm just saying in general, it would be harder to make friends at this moment. So going far away, I feel like you guys should save that for a rainy day, but keep what you've got in the area that you're in and, take some steps to switch stuff up and even cut a couple people out, because I do feel there is some drama queens. And, honey, none of them got crowns. They just want to be queens. But I can tell you right now that if you stay where you're at right now, I definitely feel like things are going to come together for you. So, just enjoy what you have around you. Take consideration that you will move again and that the home that you're about to buy is not your permanent one. So you will outgrow this house too, but you'll also at that point outgrow the area. And by that, you're going to make a new decision to go in a different direction. But by then, the financial support that you have for yourself will be phenomenal. So I hope that helps. I really do. And I want to say goodnight to Catherine. Catherine, have a great night. And
Good night, Catherine.
Anybody else that's going to sleep on us, because we are doing.
I'll miss your wisecracks and funny comments during the break.
Absolutely. All right, I need Alyssa Wise to go ahead and throw out her question. You were next on the list. You jumped, guys, and then we'll take a couple off the other list, guys. So the thing is that we'll do a couple small questions and give Faith a little potty break. She said she had to go potty, and then
I've been having to go for like an hour.
She says, outgrown as more children. Yes, there will be more children. There will be more children, KT. Sorry.
It happens Perlita.
Alyssa Wise, are you here? Alyssa Wiseburn. You were here before. I'm still hoping you're here. If not, I can refund you.
Maybe she went for a potty break.
How many are we talking to? I see 2 more. Said yes, I posted my question. Where? Oh, there it is. I totally missed it. Someone, Tony, was posting, and it caught up in the links. All right. Don't worry, Tony. It's okay. Alyssa says, "What are Jordan's true feelings for me? What is he feeling about our connection? His intentions for me? Where is this going for us? What does he want out of this contact?" Faith, what are you picking up?
He wants for you guys to reconnect, and he wants to see where your head is at. Because he doesn't know what he wants. He just knows he wants to be with you. He doesn't really know where it's going or where he wants it to go. He just knows that he wants to be with you. There's no specific thing that he necessarily wants except to be with you. That's what I keep getting. You're more goal-oriented with everything, but he's not in that space. As long as he's with you, that's what matters to him. Okay? I do see it kind of moving forward, but I also see hesitation and boyish charm, and you're going to get a little bit tired of it, but it's just going to take time. And you're not the most patient person with time. So just be aware of that you have to, if you really want this with him, you have to be patient, because I do feel that it's going to move forward. It's just going to be slow. And the reason he always kind of pops in and pops out and kind of confuses you a little bit is because he's not sure. He knows that he wants to be with you, but I don't feel like he's ready to say the word commitment yet. That's the thing. So I feel like that's what's frustrating. But I do feel like on a subconscious psychic level, that's his intention. It's just, it has to be on his own terms. You have to let him be in control of it.
She wants to know, is he using her?
No, I don't feel it's that. I feel like he's immature and he's not ready to say commitment yet, even within himself. So even if he were, it wouldn't be intentional, but I'm not feeling that at all. I feel like he wants to have something with you. He just wants it on his own pace, and he wants to be in emotional control. And when he gets nervous, he pulls back. And I feel a lot of this is because he's not verbalizing things the way you wanted to. But I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't think he's really what you want, truthfully. I think that you are connected to him. I think that there is an attraction and you care for him, but I think he gets on your nerves. And I think deep down, you don't really want him, but you want him to commit to you emotionally because there is that attraction and you're drawn to him, but I don't think you want him for your end all be all. You can have that from him if you do want it, but I don't think that's what you want, not deep down. And I definitely feel like even if you get there, it's going to take time and you're going to get frustrated with him because he's very emotionally immature. Plus, I feel like he's sidetracked with a lot of things. He knows that he wants to have something with you, but I feel like he's uncertain and he doesn't want to, the word commitment. He doesn't want a title basically with it. And that's the thing. is that if you put a title on it, or if you say, are we in a relationship, that's where the fear comes in, and that type of thing. I don't feel he's using you. I do feel like he cares for you. He's just very immature on how he handles things. So that's really what you're looking at. He'll kind of snap out of this and get a little bit better, getting frustrated and not being certain that that's really what you want. So you need to take a step back and really look at if dealing with him is something that you really want. I know their connection there. He's really sweet, you guys. He's funny, and you just want some type of movement, and it's kind of stationary. So I understand what you're wanting from him, but you have to take a little bit of a step back and kind of reflect where you're
Just
at.
like how does he feel about what he done to me? He betrayed me. Does he love me truly and know that I hold him down for life, or is he still searching for someone else? He texted me tonight saying sorry for bothering you. It feels manipulative. Manipulative.
And no, he wants to see where your headspace is at. I do think he cares about you, but there again goes what I was saying about his immaturity level and not knowing how to really communicate what he wants. He just knows he wants you in his life, but it needs to be on his terms, and that's because he can't really cope with commitment. Yes, he knows he hurts you, but it's like a little kid that knows that they're in trouble and trying to fill their parent out to see how much trouble they're in or how do they fix it. He does care about you, but the question is it enough? But on that note, I'm going to turn it over to Journey. Journey, what do you see for her and for Jordan?
All right. So when it comes to Jordan, Jordan feels comfortable in his situation. So he doesn't feel the need to do anything extra, which is really bothersome. And she said, right, exactly. So I don't feel that he's out looking or searching for anybody. I just feel as though as he feels comfortable and feels that he can do whatever it is that he wants to do, that it's okay. So the thing about it is that just, you've got to kind of like talk to him in a way like, where do you want this? Because I don't know if I can do this anymore. You need to tell him in a way that doesn't feel like an attack. And so what I can tell you right now is that you're in a place of heartache, which is really controlling you right now. Him sending out the message, sorry for bothering you. Yeah, I do get manipulation with that. There's no doubt in my mind. But the manipulation is, I'm going to test the waters. I'm going to see if she's even going to speak to me right now. I know I've been acting like an asshole, but I'm not going to admit to acting like one. I'm not going to admit my wrongs. And that's where he's at right now. He's not doing that. He's not, allowing himself to be open because he blocks himself from his feelings. And that's why you're having such a hard time reading him, because he doesn't allow his emotional level to come to the surface. The only emotion you see is when he's acting like a dick. That's the emotion that you see. And that emotion there can tell you a lot. If you watch what he's doing or watch what he's mad about, you can see the reflection as to what he really is mad about. And it's usually about himself. But he's not going to say that. He's going to point the finger at you or act however he needs to. But he's going to, whatever he's blaming you for, or whatever he's yelling at you for, or whatever he's angry with you for at that time, is not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of him and what he's truly feeling. So if you want to know what he's feeling, listen to what he's blaming you for, because that's where it's at. She goes, 100% correct. Yes, absolutely. But the thing is that you're stronger than he is, and that bothers him. It does, whether you see that or not, because you are stronger mentally and you're able to dodge the punches. But yet, even though you're dodging the punches and you're getting out of the way of them, the problem is that you're feeling the fact that you have to dodge, and you're doing this and you're like, well, I shouldn't have to. This relationship shouldn't be hard. And the only reason it's hard is because you're making it hard. This could actually be a good relationship if you actually put forth and just gave me a little bit of care. Give me a little bit of, the real feelings, the real I love yous, the hugs, the appreciation is what's most needed there. It's just give me what I need, and he's not doing that. She says, when I tell you he doesn't deserve me, he doesn't with what he done, but I want this wholeheartedly, and I want to see change and effort, but don't feel I ever will. The thing about that is that yes, you will eventually. This is not an easy task. We've got to get past his manipulations and his angers. When he starts screaming at you or getting mad at you or aggravated with you, whatever the case may be, look at what he's getting mad at. There's where his emotions are. So you know where to trigger him and to start questioning what's bothering you. Why are you acting this way? Start questioning it. Make him talk. He'll even talk while he's pissed off, but don't worry. Let him talk it in the way he's going to talk it. For whatever reason, he doesn't know how to have civil conversation. He knows how to be an asshole. He's good at that. Doesn't even have to try. His words cut deep, and that's what hurts the most. Can you make this relationship work? You can. Is it always going to be this way? Not always. Do I feel like you could find somebody else if you truly wanted to? Absolutely. I've seen people that you've pushed away because you want him. So I can't take that right. I can't take away your free will as to what you want to do. Can you get a better relationship out of it? Yes. Will it be perfect? No. Because that action of him acting the way he acts is always going to be there. She says, I put in 100% effort for over 2 years. He betrayed me, and I'm back, and now he's short but consistent for the last few days. Yes, I'm afraid to talk about anything, questions, because he will blow up. You needing to get it out. He is communicating with the girl he cheated with, already lying again. I carry insane trauma. Okay. The thing is that you're kind of answering your own question here. I know that you want this true-heartedly, and I know that you want this to be wholesome and great. The relationship's never going to be like that. He has deep emotional damage, and that's why we're where we're at today. So it's going to be almost like PTSD. He's going to have it forever. It's never going to go away. But it's not always going to be there. It's not going to be all of your time. So if you can hang in there, work with him, and slowly find a way to communicate these things to him, and that'll be what's best for you. Alyssa, I hope that helps. I do appreciate your question tonight. All right. She says, I'm asking, is he communicating with her? I did see communication between the two of them. I can't say that I haven't.
Yeah.
But it's not sexual right now.
No.
She's trying to gain his attention. She won't receive it. Not that he is or anything. I'm just assuming. No, he is. He spoke to her. But that's her reaching out. It's not him going out of his way. So, but he won't get anything. There won't be anything there. She will be a thing of the past. But the anger part, I'm telling you, counseling of some kind for anger management, he's going to need it. I also see that he needs to be on a certain medication. So that'll make a big difference if he gets on it. Thanks, Alyssa. I appreciate it. Hang in there, girl. This is going to be a rough ride, and I hope you're up for it. All right, guys. We're going to take a few more questions here, and we're going to call it a night. We're already at the 3-hour mark. So, all right. Let's take a look here. Who do I have on my list? I need Ricky Gray to throw her question, and then I need Brittany to get her question ready. So, Ricky, go ahead and throw us your question. We're going to make these quick, guys. We're going to make these real quick. We just wanted to extend the show a little bit. We knew we were going to be here a long time. Faith's got a potty, so we're going to try to be as fast as we can.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry.
Guys, it's been a long 3 hours. It's time for a pee break. I've drank 3 bottles of water. I know I've got to pee. Ricky Gray, are you still with us, sweetheart?
Alita, you're being so good.
And then she's going to start barking.
Huh?
I said, and then she's going to start
Yeah.
barking.
Well, no, she doesn't usually bark when I'm holding her.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Ricky says, I'm in a relationship. Is the relationship going to last? We've been together since 2014, but she says we're more besties. She says we've had ups and downs on her behalf, but just curious to know things. Faith, what are you picking up?
Okay, I'm gonna be real blunt with you, Ricky. I do feel like you guys are gonna last. The reason she says you're more besties is because, and I'm gonna be very blunt with you. Probably shouldn't say this on air, but Journey says crazy stuff on air too. You guys need to. You guys need more time in the bedroom, and you need a little bit more romance in that department, because I feel like it's that connection between you guys has kind of grown stale because you have been together so long, and you need to bring the romance back, not just the friendship. And I think that element has kind of been forgotten. You guys have gotten comfortable and in the routine, and sometimes when we've been with somebody for a long time, we forget that that's important, that romance and that seduction and that wanting it. And you guys need to take time for it and make it consistent, because I feel like you guys don't make time for that. Not the way you used to. And you don't put any effort in it. It's routine, which happens with everybody after you've been with somebody for a long time, unless you make it different and unless you make it better. I do see marriage for you. Now, whether you choose for it to be with her, that's going to be on you, but that's what I'm seeing for the two of you. But you've kind of forgotten your relationship and you've gotten too comfortable in it. We all do that, but I feel like that's on both of your parts. And because you both have been consistent in one another's lives, you guys have kind of, you don't appreciate each other as much because I feel like you both take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? That the other's going to be there. You guys are too comfortable. But on that note, I heard the buzzer, so I'm going to send it over to Journey.
This guy right here. Okay, so let's take a look at this relationship. So the one thing that I saw the most of is that she's trying to keep you at a distance. That's what I keep seeing. I feel like the romantic stuff, I know that Faith's saying bring in the romance. She's saying it. But the thing is, she, just like Faith said, I have to agree with her. This is a comfortable relationship. So I guess it's her past heartbreak why I've been holding off romance, but I do love her. And she loves you too. The only thing you guys are missing is love. Like the romance part.
Yeah, you guys love each other. You guys love each other along.
Brown cow. Little brown chicken brown cow. You guys need a little romance. That's all that's needed here, because she sees you, she loves you, you care about her, you love her too. But the thing is that you guys made it friendly. You didn't.
And listen, the thing is too, and not to cut in on your reading journey, I just wanted to add something. We forget sometimes romantic love is just an extension of friendship. It's a romantic extension of friendship, right? Because the ultimate goal is to be with your best friend, right? That's the ultimate goal. That's what God designed partnerships for. So when she says that you guys are more besties, say, yeah, we're romantic besties forever and for always. I love you. You know, put that in there when she makes that comment. Say that romantic love is just an extension of friendship. So she gets that in her mind and in her heart, and it's soaking in there. Say that a few times so it sinks into her on a subconscious level. But just like Journey said, we gotta get that going again. And she has put you at a distance, and you've allowed it. But I'm gonna flip it back over to Journey because the buzzer ring again. I didn't mean to take your reading over, Journey. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, it's about the romance, but bring it in slowly. Don't overwhelm. That's the one thing. You don't want to overwhelm it. Just do it slightly. Like, I bought flowers. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I got you this because I know you like it. Cook her favorite dinner. Do whatever you can. Slowly bring it in. Show her the kind person you are. She knows you are, but you need to direct that energy at her directly so she starts to feel those emotions and they come back to the surface because they're inside, they're just not on the surface. She says it in a way like she's disappointed or thinks I'm a leave or cheat, but I'm not like that. Be about her. Like I said, attention on her. Flowers, whatever she likes, be cute about it. Right now is the time to be the cutesy one. Be on there, be super cutesy with her, slowly introduce the romantic side of things, favorite dinners, favorite movies, favorite this, showing the extension of your love to her. That's what's going to change it all. Ricky, I know this is going to work out for you, honey. I'm glad that it is because I was hoping when I seen your energy, it was so loving and so caring. I like most of us here, but your heart is on your sleeve and it's really shining right now. So now it's time to shine it on her. She said, gotcha. Appreciate both of you words, time, energy, much love. Thank you so much,
Thank
Ricky.
you, sweetheart. It's gonna be okay.
Absolutely. All right, Brittany, come on down. Throw me that question. All right, we got Brittany. She says, I'm currently staying in a hotel, me and my mother and 2 kids. It's very frustrating to stay, to say the least. I want to get me and my kids into an apartment of our own. When do you see this happening for me?
I feel like within 6 weeks. I'm being shown 6 to 8 weeks, but I want to say 6. And it's just east of you in direction. Look east in town. You'll find it. It's a white building.
All right. So I'm going to add to that real quick. Basically, what I'm seeing here, this is a helping hand that's going to help you get into this place. So I really feel like you're going to fulfill the things that you need. Pay attention. I keep seeing signs. You're being shown signs. So pay attention to those signs, even if it's like triple numbers or something to that nature. Pay attention to the signs. They're going to lead you into the direction that it's going to bring you what you need. I know your mother's staying with you right now, and it's really hard with her. I feel like she's really frustrated. You need to overlook it right now because you don't have time for that type of stress, as you need to be looking for the signs that are going to bring you to your direction. I agree with Faith. We're looking at between now and the next 6 weeks. So a lot of things are going to happen in that time frame, and I feel like you're going to be all set up. Thanks, Brittany. Sorry, guys, we're trying to rush through these questions really quick because it is tea time for not myself, but for Faith and the dogs. They all got a potty. So,
Journey's dog's got a potty.
oh, yeah, she's waiting patiently. She says, Barry, she's wanting her new house to be built for the past year. Yeah, that's going to take longer. So they'll be out of there beforehand, though. All right, so I need almost said the wrong name. My mind is fried right now, guys. um, Miriam. Are you still with us, Miriam?
Right?
All right, Miriam, throw us your question. Oh, we've got a Crystal Miriam, and then we've got Miriam. So we're talking about Miriam from YouTube. So I'm going to grab that real quick. It says, what else can I expect from Muhammad when he comes back other than it's pointless to bring up the past? That's it. I mean, we've pretty much told you on the situation that, you guys like to argue for some reason. You've got to find a way around arguing. And that right there is your Achilles heel. It's not. You've got to find a way around the arguing, and you've got to let the past go. Those are the biggest things that happen when it comes to your guys' relationship. I mean, I know you guys can have a good time together. It's proven that you've done it, but it's the fighting and talking about things that, don't serve a purpose now. So if you can get past those things, you should be good. I mean, it's going to take time you guys start talking again in October. It's not going to jump right into a relationship. So you're going to have to be super patient. I'm going to pass to Faith. Faith, what you got?
Miriam, I'm going to be very honest with you. If we saw something different for you than what we've told you many, many times, we would tell you something different. And unless you can work through your anger over what he's done and not expecting him to apologize or to own up, as you say, to it, you are never going to get what you want from him because he's not going to.
She said, yeah. But the thing about Muhammad is that he's a very difficult guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He hates to show his emotions, and he has to be right all the time. But Miriam needs to be right too. So that's when they clash, because they both want to be right. And that causes the problem.
But sometimes if you love somebody, you have to learn to compromise or just let things go. You have to decide if loving and wanting the person is enough to let whatever they did go. And if it's not, then you can't.
She says, honestly, my thought process was muddled a bit over the last few months. Well, honey, like I said, let the past go. When you finally get your chance to reconnect with him, start fresh. Don't hold on to anything from the past. If you guys really going to start this over, you've got to start fresh. And that's something you need to tell him. Miriam, we appreciate your question tonight. And we'll talk with you again soon. Just hang in there, girl. I know it's a lot to process, but you'll get through that. All right. We got one more question tonight, guys, and this is it. This is our last question. It really, truly is 100% pee time because my back teeth are drowning right now. She says, Crystal Miriam says, when will Sean and I get together in a true loving relationship? We dated years ago and recently started dating again. Then he backed off. I desire him. I feel like he was my soulmate. We reconnected like we had never walked away. I love him with my whole heart and I want this with Sean more than I could ever really say. Faith, what are you picking up?
Give it 2 months. You need to give it 2 more months because I still see you guys kind of in this limbo for 2 months. Things are going to intensify with you guys between the 2 months and probably 4 months after that. But it's going to be like off and on kind of thing. And this is going to go on for about 2 years. Do not bombard him. Like, don't intensify your feelings. Let him allow some of his feelings to come out too. Because I'm feeling like he's a little, even though it's really intense for him also, he is scared and hesitant because I feel that he was in a marriage or a long-term relationship that didn't go well. So he's scared, but he feels the same connection as you. Just don't, I don't know how to word this. Just let it kind of happen. Because it's gonna happen fast for him too. But don't push it. Let him be allowed to feel it on his own pace. He is going to get scared at some point. He will pull away for about 2 weeks. Don't freak out. Don't blow up his text. Don't do any of that. Just let him kind of process because I feel like this relationship with you is
She
not
said,
something he was
yes, 3
expecting.
marriages all hurt him.
Right. So that's why you need to let this be on his own pace. Let him take the lead. Don't just be like, oh my gosh, I want you. I know I've always felt like we weren't done. You are my soulmate. You are the only person that I've ever loved. I'm not saying for you not to express that, but let him be the guy and take the lead. Because I feel like what happened in these previous relationships is the other people took the lead and then he spilled over all of his emotions and then he got stomped on for being too emotional and not being strong enough or manly enough. There was somebody put him down for being an emotional type of person and things of that nature. Now, I know you wouldn't do that. I'm just expressing this to you. I do see something coming out of this and being long term, but only if he doesn't get overly scared. And the only way for him not to do that is for him to be a little bit emotionally guarded and for him to be the one that initiates everything. Don't be overly eager. Let him do it. And it will slowly develop, but it's going to develop on his emotional terms. That's not to control you. That's to control himself and control the situation from being hurt. But I do see this being a long-term thing if you take it slow. That's basically what I'm getting. I'm going to turn it over to Journey. Journey, what are you seeing?
Well, I'm getting pretty much the same. There's that song, Jesus Take the Wheel. Well, let Sean take the wheel. Let him do it on his pace. Now, I know that there's going to be a little bit more ups and downs with it, but I don't feel that it's going to be something that you lose or he's going to walk away for good or any of that. I do feel like he's trying to get comfortable in his own skin again. And by him doing that, I do feel like you're going to find yourself in a place where you're feeling a little lost. But while you're feeling a little lost, focus on what makes you happy at that moment. Don't try to force anything to happen. Again, letting him take control and taking the lead on this because he will lead you guys together as a relationship. She said, okay, I think that's why he backed off. I bombarded him with my feelings. Right. Now it's okay. The feelings are out there. Let the dust settle. When that happens, he'll feel a little bit more comfortable. He's going to open up just a little bit more. Because I can't tell you by looking at his energy and looking at everything that's in front of him, I do see him having those feelings. They've always been there. But now he has the opportunity to open them back up, but then there's the damage. So now he's got baggage. So the only thing he needs to do is take that baggage and throw it at a dumpster. But that's going to take time. It's going to take time for him to open up because he's opened up 3 times. He's been burned 3 times. 3 times you're out type thing. That's where his mind is at. He's going to open that door. He's going to make things good, but he's got to do it at his pace. And that's, I'm feeling exactly what Faith is feeling. I'm seeing it. Spirit's saying the same thing. It's like, he loves you. He cares about you. He can make this happen. But if he does it at a pace that pisses you off, which is like dinosaur slow, like I feel like we're going back 10 million years right now, just so we can get back to the present, so everything comes to pass. But if you're looking for the relationship to last, I'm going to tell you it's going to. This is the part that sucks. Is the beginning. It's the ups and downs. It's the opening up. It's the Do I do it? Do I not do it? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. What? Oh, no. Yeah. And then he's doing that, and you're like, I don't know what to do. That's exactly what you do. You do nothing. You let him go through whatever little weird fit or whatever it is he's feeling at that moment. Let him go through it. Let him feel it. If he backs off, let him have 24 hours and say, hey, just checking on you. You're doing all right, blah, blah, blah. Calm, collected. You stay balanced. You have to stay balanced because right now he's not. And that's the part that's hurt. It just makes complete sense. And, their love is there. If it weren't, I'd tell you to run, girl. I would say, kicking
He'd
it.
tell you he had tinfoil.
Exactly. This guy would be making hats hiding from aliens. Like, but that's not what I'm seeing here. I do feel like he has his heart, but it's locked in a safe, and he's got to remember the code. And that's where he's at. And I do get that he opens that door for you. But right now, patience has got to be your best friend. So see if you can't slow your emotions down, even though you're super excited. I feel the excitement, the love. It's amazing. It's a great feeling. You will get what you want. But if you bombard him, it's going to push him away, and it's going to take longer for you guys to get on that connection. So it's a lot to deal with right now, Crystal. But I think you can make it through, and I believe you're going to get what you want. That's what I'm seeing for you. It's what Faith's picking up for you. We just want you to hang in there. Faith's going to love on her dog, and we're going to call it a night.
I told you she'd be good during the show, Journey. She just wants to be held like a baby.
Mine's right here trying to chew the cushion off my chair. But guys, this has been so amazing. I hope you guys love the summer shows. We've got more shows coming up for you. September 27th, season 2 starts. We're going back to the 2-hour shows. We've got a lot of new shows lined up. We've got Nikki show, Divine Time with Nikki Taylor will still be airing. So that'll be the one show that we'll have every week. So guys, tune in and hang out with Nikki for a little while. Guys, we have come to our total for tonight for St. Jude Children's Hospital. Guys, we got $320 to go to St. Jude Children's Hospital. That's amazing. We have to give thanks to Balanca D, who added an additional $150. My Psychic Connection put in $100, and you guys donated the rest. It's absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys, check us out. If you can't find us here, you can find us at mypsychicconnection.com.
We will still be on the site taking readings, guys. Don't think we won't just because we're not up here.
But we will be back September 27th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. Guys, we'll be back to the 2-hour shows. It'll be a lot of fun. And, of course, you guys will get to see the new lineup and see how we're doing things then. From everyone here at My Psychic Connection.
Bye, guys. Happy fall.
What did you say?
I said, bye, guys. Happy fall because it's starting to fall. It'll be fall before we're back. Officially.
Right. I was like, what? I ain't fall. Yeah, it's still summer. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you. You guys have a beautiful evening. This is Journey Ryan and Gifts of Faith signing out.
Bye, guys.
Have a great one. We'll see you on the 27th.